Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob.
I'm Mel.
And today on the table, we have Gloomhaven 2.0 Canadian Winter Edition. We're starting our Frosthaven... No, we're not starting our Frosthaven campaign, technically. Today, we're being wusses, and we're playing Scenario 0, which is known as a tutorial scenario. We are still kind of getting the feel for our characters. We played and learned Frosthaven over the last couple days. Tried Scenario 0, Scenario 1, played with the Banner Spear. Mel played with
the Bone Shaper. And
we kind of dabbled a little bit, tested some things out, reread some rules. We're not 100% on the rules. Again, we hadn't played Gloomhaven or Jaws of the Lion or Digital in a while. Digital kind of helps you with rules issues because it takes care of some of them for you. But yeah, we play lots of that stuff on the channel in the past. We play lots of campaign, fantasy, legacy, story, epic games like this on the channel. If you're new here, check the playlist section if you're interested in other ones. But today is the first playthrough video of Frosthaven. But again, we are playing just Scenario 0, the tutorial scenario. It recommends to play that for players who haven't played in a long time, who need a refresher, like us.
That's us, yeah.
Or players who are new to anything Gloomhaven, you should play Scenario 0. So the one we're playing today, it's like low stakes. I'm assuming low difficulty. It's definitely more basic. They remove some of the rules. At least they have some kind of tutorial, which is nice. So people can dabble and experiment and stuff a little bit. There are some issues with it. I will discuss those shortly that I wish you can change. Obviously, you can house rule things and change things. But tomorrow is our stream scheduled for episode 2, Scenario 1, which is the official beginning of the campaign. So that's a real scenario with multiple enemy types and
full rules,
full player card decks, not pre-chosen ones, and all that kind of stuff. You'll see now. But I thought we'd play this for a couple reasons on stream. Normally, I'd play this and go, it's so basic, let's not do it. But we played the Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion tutorial scenarios on stream. Yeah. And a lot of people felt it helped them understand, because even though it's a tutorial scenario with not the full rules, anyone who's played a Gloomhaven product knows the rule book, plus the FAQ, plus how they word things and write in the rules. It covers everything. Most things are in the rules, but they like to leave it a little cryptic and a lack of good examples for weird situations or more complex situations. So like you want to learn about summons, and you kind of read multiple sections to kind of piece together the puzzle of how to interpret how summons might work with your character and stuff like that. It takes a couple reads for a few things to pop off the page and make sense. It takes a few BGG forum searches to understand, oh, that's what they mean by those rules. Oh, that's how that character uses those rules a little differently. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's not exactly the most lighter gamer friendly, of course, game, but we'll figure it out. And I figured doing this stream of Scenario 0 gives it a way for us to play with our characters. And again, do not watch this video assuming I'm going to teach you how to properly play the Banner Spear. I'm going to show you how to not properly play the Banner Spear, and you're going to help me not suck so much at playing the Banner Spear. And I'm going to use my journey. I might dump the Banner Spear, to be honest, but it's the only one I've played so far, and I'm trying to give it a chance and trying to be better. But man, it's like, yeah, it's not my play style. It's a little weird. And but I'm having fun trying to solve it and figure it out. But I figured we play it once on stream, so if I'm still doing something wrong, you guys can yell at me before we get into like Scenario 1 or Scenario 2 or whatever, and we can kind of fix some issues. Or I can switch my character even. It's not a big deal, which I may do multiple times during the campaign, even when I haven't retired somebody. If I just am not interested anymore, I'll just switch. The other thing is some people might be learning Frosthaven and go, oh, I just want to see how somebody else approached Scenario 0. And it might help you, just like it did for the Jaws of the Lion. Some people just want to see, and like you might misinterpret a rule, just like that's where I was going with that. Mm-hmm. Because again, sometimes you're reading the rules and it's there, but just how it's worded, it's just a little like cryptic, and you got to kind of put a few sections of the rules together and the answers are there, but it's just like they did an awesome job on the rule book this time, I think. Like the rule book's done well.
It is a lot of information, right? So yeah, reading all that information at once and trying to take it all in is tough.
Yeah. But again, it's a more complex game, lots going on. So it's like, I don't know if there is a perfect way to put it all together, but They did a better job this time, I feel. It's a little more solid, but... Hey, Pat. Long time no see. How you been?
Hello to everyone in the chat. Lots of
hello.
chat.
I just
Lots
saw
of people saying
I haven't
hello.
seen Pat here. I don't know what game last we saw Pat here.
Maybe Gloomhaven Jaws Lion?
Maybe that long ago. But I recognize that little thumbnail or that little tiny, super small circular image in the Pat M. I remember we were playing something with Pat. I'll help as much as I can. I feel like I've seen enough. Okay. Nice, nice. Also, yes, hello everyone joining live, of course.
Yes,
if you're watching later, this is a live stream. Also, if this is your first time on this channel, and you click this video and weren't scared away by the longer minutes or hours that this video took compared to unedited session 0 or session 1 or whatever, we play live, we interact with our chat, we play along with our chat, we'll do polls, you guys can play along at home who are watching live. You can vote on decisions on road events and outpost events and stuff when those eventually happen. You can help us maybe on selecting characters and personal quests and these kind of things.
Naming of characters and parties.
Naming of our characters, yeah. You guys can just even chat along, and when we're trying to decide on turns and we're discussing our strategy, we're very, it's long form. Like, we're not here to rush. We are not here to just quickly zip through a scenario. We are here to all work together and really explain how we play through games. That's one thing I hear a lot of people like about this channel, is even when I'm playing like solo by myself, I like describing out loud, knowing there's an audience watching, what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and what should I do, and then maybe bouncing ideas off the chat and stuff like that. So if you're watching later, maybe open the chat archive and you'll see a lot of the chat going on in there. It might make sense why we're saying certain things and doing certain things, but I'm not here to rush through it. This is here for those watching live. If you're watching later, some people still like watching it later. You can skip through certain sections. But yeah, I'm not here to rush, and I don't care about your time. We're here to present some good information, have some fun while watching live, still be entertaining if we can be.
We're always entertaining when you talk
Well, that's
about.
subjective. That's definitely subjective.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, Mark Edwards, yes, this is available at retail. I've already seen a few retailers email me saying they have some available, ready to go, which is unfortunate because not all the Kickstarter backers have their copies, which seems to be a common thing. What just popped there?
It was a pledge from Isa. Thank you so much. It was
Probably Patreon. I haven't seen it pop here yet on my screen, but thank you. I saw it pop on over here.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much
that
for supporting
so much.
the channel.
Thank you.
Which reminds me, if you'd like to support the channel, you're watching this and you want to keep it going, you want to support us, we backed this game, full disclosure, we paid for this game. We backed it just like everyone else who backed through Kickstarter. We got our game just last week, I think, was it? Yeah, just last week, I think.
I think it was the end of the week before.
End of the week before? Okay, whatever.
Something like that.
We got our game like
the last week and a half.
Yeah, no, literally like a week and a day, I think. Yeah, because I did like an unboxing on a Friday or something.
Oh yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just
it's been like a week.
A week.
Okay, we literally got our game. So this is happening February 25th. So our game arrived on whatever it was, February 18th or something, 16th. I don't remember what it was. But in the meantime, we've been trying to learn the game. We were streaming and playing other games. Mel has painted the starter 6 miniatures. But again, if you'd like to support the channel, we do buy our games, we buy our cameras, we buy our lighting equipment, our computers, we go to conventions, all from the budget raised on this channel. I do this full time. Mel helps me in her spare time. We have friends come and join us. But this is fully funded by you watching, and obviously some YouTube ad revenue, of course, in there. But if you'd like to donate to the channel, links are in the video description. Or you can do what Crazy KJ Studios does and clicks the gifted membership button and just makes it rain. Thank you, KJ, so much for the support. We appreciate it. So he just gifted 5 memberships. If you'd like to become a member and support the channel, it's probably the best and easiest way. You will get access to our member-only streams that we hope to do like once-ish a month. And you'll get some cool emojis in the chat. You'll get a die beside your name the longer you're supporting the channel. You will be even higher status with a silver, gold, or a bronze, silver, gold die. But yes, thank you everyone who supports the channel. All the names scrolling up here, plus others in the past and others who have just become members. Thank you all for supporting. Kanji, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. But yes, we're all basically majority of viewer funded, so we appreciate it. We don't take money from publishers at all. If they do send us games, it's just on their cost, but they don't pay us to create content or anything. So we play through big games like this on the channel. I try to keep unboxings to a minimum. Oh, we got a new subscriber too. Andrelis, thank you so much.
Thank you. We did also get another new member.
Another new member. Is it Andre? I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm not going to say the last name. I'm going to try.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for becoming a member to the channel. I'll get you guys in the credits eventually. after the stream, or before tomorrow's stream, I guess. But yes, thank you everyone for supporting the channel. So yeah, we were not sent the game, so I even if we were, you guys know me, I'll still bitch, I'll rant, I'll point out things I don't like, I'll point out what I do like, I'll say that stuff while we play through the game. Yeah, we try to be open and honest here, and the fact we're not getting paid by publishers at all doesn't mean, you know, there's no bias here at all. But some of them give us games, but it still doesn't stop me from burning bridges and things, so it's all good. But the cool ones understand that not everything's perfect, and they appreciate the feedback, so I like to be critical sometimes. But yeah, hello. Andrelis is asking, hi, probably someone asked this, but are you going to play today?
Yes, we're playing Scenario 0.
Yes, we are playing Scenario 0, the tutorial scenario today, after we're done saying hi to everybody and killing some time for all the late stragglers to show up. Also, and is Justin going to play with you? No. Justin, so those who watch our Gloomhaven scenarios or Gloomhaven Jaws of Lion or other board game series over the years, saw Justin jump in and out of the campaign. He loves Gloomhaven, he loves Frosthaven. He might even show up in the chat. But he had some health issues, which led to him losing his eyesight, basically. He still can sort of see, but not enough and well enough to play board games. So he came over, we had him come over for a weekend. We tried to find solutions for him to be able to play board games with us. But his eyesight is just like no good. So he can't play. So yeah, he's unable to join us for games at all, really. Unfortunately, just due to some health issues. So he probably will stop by in the chat and every now and then. He can see things like blown up on a giant screen, and but reading fine print and things, it's just like it's a struggle.
So he wouldn't be able to read his cards.
Yeah. Kyle, we were thinking of Kyle joining us for this, but Kyle, who plays weekly with us in our 3-player game streams, we usually have a time constraint with him. We only get him for 3 to 4-ish hours on a weeknight. And recently he's gone back into his office job where he has kind of a long drive, actually a drive plus a train ride. So he has to wake up like at 5 in the morning. So he can't really stay that late on his weeknight when he joins us. So playing a game that might involve a lot of setup and card decision, and then the gameplay is a decent size, and then the outpost phase and all that, based on other games we play with him, like Imperial Assault, Massive Darkness 2, Journeys in Middle Earth, all these other fantasy games like that, that have a play session and then some kind of purchasing town phase at the end. They kind of can go a little longer. So I don't know what's best if Kyle can only jump in every couple scenarios with us, and then we have to get him up to speed, and he only plays once a week, and then him trying to wrap his head around the rules and keep the game flowing at 3 players. I just don't know if we can fit it in that time constraint. So I think for now, we're just going to play 2 players. And maybe Kyle will join us later on in the campaign, maybe.
Once we play through a few scenarios with some outpost phases, we'll have a better judge of time.
Yeah. So
unfortunately, no Justin.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's very sad.
Crushed my heart, man. Crushed my heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, he stops by and chat every now and then. We still talk to him outside of the streams and things. And yeah, he keeps messaging, asking when Frosthaven was showing up, and yeah, he's excited. But yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, so Mel and I are gonna play 2-player. But again, we have like like 100 people in chat watching too. So we're really gonna play like 102-player. So we're definitely cheating. And I'm not adjusting the difficulty for that. So feel free to play along, help us out, discuss strategy and things as we play through it. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna play sometimes on weekends, sometimes on weeknights for our time zone. But you can always watch later, and everything will be in a playlist down in the video description. So as I schedule new episodes, you can set reminders for them, or you can subscribe to the channel and then turn on the notification bell beside it. So you'll get notified every time we go live. And if it's not Frosthaven and you don't care, just swipe the notification away. If it is Frosthaven, you want to come and join us, you should get the notification around 10 minutes-ish at least before we start. So you can join us and play along live. But it'll all be down in the video description. You can find all the playlists for our Gloomhaven related stuff. Should all be down there below the video. And yeah, thank you, everyone. Also click the like button.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that. So Bob says, At chat, 100 plus watching and only 40 plus likes.
Yeah.
Rob has a rule that he never starts gameplay until 60 minutes or 100 likes, whatever happens first.
That is not a rule.
That is not a rule at all.
Not a
but I
rule.
love that chat or that comment. Thank you.
You don't need to click the like button, but if you do, it helped us with the YouTube algorithm. We'll show our video to more people who might be searching and interested in these kind of things, even while live, and it will grow the community so we have more nice people in the chat and having a good time, having fun. Yes, that's a word I'll use today. Nice people.
Well, I'm going to shout out one of those nice people. So Alan says, hey guys, love your videos, but this is my first time on your stream.
Uh-oh.
Alan, welcome.
Alan.
Hello, hello.
Now listen, here's the warning though. Normally you can just close the video or scrub past anything you don't like and you're like, Rob just won't shut up. And you can scroll past it. I'm super sorry, during live that feature does not work.
No, I guess unless you're not watching live, like you're like a couple minutes back.
What you can do with the DVR, PVR feature, whatever, you can pause the video while I start ranting. Wait a little while, anywhere from 10 to 2 hours, 10 minutes to 2 hours. Then come back to your screen, and then you can scrub through it and catch up live and skip it. So just warning, your first time live, I apologize. You have to sit through all the garbage.
Edgar says, run, Alan, run. But Alan does say, not sure if you know this, but the names of some of the cards in Scenario 0 are incorrect. I can link you with the first print errata if you need it. We have the errata, don't we?
Yeah, but I don't remember reading that there was something wrong with that. Let's find that right now.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, something we probably should know.
Serenity now. Serenity now. It'll help. I do have the FAQ linked in the video description. If someone watching this later and you're like, you're confused about something, I do have a link down below to the official FAQ, which obviously if you're watching this months in the future, years in the future, it should keep getting updated. But it's the link off the official, I don't know how to say the publisher's name, Cephalofair. I never can say it right. I always say it different ways.
I thought it was Cephalofair.
I don't.
But I probably am saying it
incorrectly. Find it so I can try to read it. But I always say it wrong. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Written anywhere. Now, I have to see it to try to pronounce it right because I just make up words in my head with it. Oh, Cephalofair. Cephalofair?
Cephalofair?
Cephalofair games.
Okay.
Sometimes I say Cephalofair. I miss that there's an A.
I think I say Cephalofair.
Cephalofair.
But there's Cephalofair.
Who knows? Who knows what it is? Who knows? The Gloomhaven people. The Gloomhaven people.
Isaac.
Isaac and the Gloomhaven people. Thank you for your work. All right. So let's go here. Oh, I know the issue. I know the issue.
Oh, you know what they're talking about?
Yes. So here's officially on the website. It just mentions the major errata. Major errata, basically game-breaking errata, which doesn't include all of the errata. And then crossover character. Oh, right here. The official FAQ is here. This is at cephalofair.com/Frosthaven or whatever. But I have this linked in the video description of this video, so you can go right there, which I should have already open. Boom. So what I think is the issue, and I remember reading this in our members only stream, that didn't happen, where we looked through all the errata and made the changes, but there is a description of how the characters play and work supposedly is out of date. I don't know if the list of the cards you play with are out of date. That I don't know, but let's find it. Let's some people are saying different in the chat. So right here, Scenario 0, section 197.1. So it's in the section book, and I've seen this. We looked at it on another stream. It is basically the write-up describing in like a paragraph or two what each character does, so you can kind of determine if they're for you or not.
Okay.
But those are out of date because I guess they've changed and modified some cards and nerfed some things and added some things, and they're not, the card names are not up to date.
Oh, so when they're discussing a card in there, it may have slightly changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the card names in the normal Scenario 0 book, not the section book, that there's no issue with that according to this.
Okay. Awesome.
According to this, I think. I don't see anything here in the errata, just about the section book, not Scenario itself. But there is, I don't know if there's a scenario section down here in the regular FAQ. I don't think so. I might have scrolled. Oh, right here. Scenario 0, specific questions. There's no rule against completing your mastery in Scenario 0, but it's discouraged. This is an intentionally easy scenario for new players or returning players who need a refresher. Okay. Also, for those curious, I should always do this. We are playing this Frosthaven. Anyone who doesn't know what Gloomhaven is, or Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, or Frosthaven, or any of these games, or the digital versions, anything about this game engine, this game world, this game is basically the sequel to the hit game Gloomhaven, which for a long time might still be, I don't know. There's some drama around that. The #1 ranked board game of all time on Board Game Geek for the last few years.
I think it's number 3 now.
Number 3? Losers! But anyways, it's very beloved, legacy style, giant campaign game, 90-something scenarios, came out on multiple Kickstarters, set records. Frosthaven came to Kickstarter, set records on Kickstarter in the gaming category. Millions of dollars being thrown around to these games. People love them. They made a digital version on like PC that you can play for Gloomhaven. So the original game was Gloomhaven. People loved it. Some people hated it. It's not for everybody, but the fan base is so passionate that they can drive its rankings up. And the anti-fan base is very passionate. They can drive the rankings down. But they're all losers. All of them are losers who are rating games 10 and 1 just because they want to fight on BGG. So don't take any of these numbers to heart because none of them mean anything because they're very easily influenced by just creating fake accounts or garbage ratings that people haven't even played the game can put whatever they want in. Like a Wikipedia kind of thing, right? Don't believe anything you read on the internet, everything you read on the internet. But supposedly, based on the community, it's a 4.16 complexity for this one. And 30 to 120 minutes playtime. But what I recommend to you, thank you, Janet, who's been a member for 23 months with the super chat. Thanks, Rob and Mel, for all the great streams. Looking forward to seeing you play this.
Janet, thank you so much.
Janet, are you trying to rush us? Are you saying get to the damn playthrough? Is that what that means if I'm reading between the lines? I'm just kidding.
That's
I
not
know
what
Janet
you
doesn't mean that. I'm just joking. Listen, don't rush me.
Wow, 23 months.
Thank
you, Janet. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the support. Yes.
You forget what you were saying now?
No.
Okay.
But basically, the one thing I want to say for those who might be watching today or just looking at this game going, oh, I'm new to the channel, right? I don't know what I'm new to the hobby. I don't know what Gloomhaven is. I don't know what Frosthaven is. But if you're watching today and you're like, man, this looks kind of cool, stop. Don't buy this game. Go look into Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. It's like a $50 US or less, smaller 20-ish scenario campaign, great tutorial to the Gloomhaven system, kind of streamlines some of the rules, makes it very approachable for new gamers-ish. It was designed to be in mass market stores, not hobby stores. It's meant to pull in even new gamers to the hobby into this crazy world of Gloomhaven. But if you've not played it or not looked into it, or you're a little scared, I'd recommend doing that if you want to play a physical version. But if you want to play it digitally to try it out, it is a little bit probably more expensive to buy that. And the you have to buy Gloomhaven digital, and then it's DLC to add in the intro scenarios and things, which is kind of ass backwards. So that's why I will still recommend, if you're looking to get into this or want to know if you even like Frosthaven, before spending hundreds of dollars on this 35-pound monster of a game with no add-ons, 35 pounds for the base box, okay? Before you buy this and then find out it is not for you and you're frustrated, I would please recommend, if you haven't already, go look into Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. Great starting point for new players. Play through that by yourself, with a friend, with a group, whatever. And then if you find out you don't like it and you don't like the mechanics, they're all the same pretty much. This is more complex than that game. But if you don't even like Jaws of the Lion, you're not going to want to play this, okay? So it's just a cheaper way to find out if the Gloomhaven games are for you, because they are not for everybody, okay? And I know some people see us playing a game sometimes, they're like, oh, Rob and Mel are playing it, they're on their like 13th episode, they must love it. And then they go start adding it to their cart. and then it just sits there and collects dust because they didn't like it, or it was too hard to get into, or setup was too long, or the rules are too complex, or the FAQ is too big, or the setting they don't like, or the story is not really their jam, whatever it is. Go look into Gloomhaven Jaws Line. To this date, we're currently in February of 2023. I still recommend that as a great starting point to the Gloomhaven universe. And obviously you don't lose as much money if it's not for you, and you don't have to worry about selling it later. It's like you can find that game on sale sometimes for $30 US, you know? And it's an excellent game.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's like, doesn't overstay its welcome. The campaign, I think when you play through, it's roughly, I don't know about branching paths and stuff. You don't play every scenario in a campaign based on choices and things that happen, but it maybe is like 14, 15, 16 sessions or something like that if you play everything. You know, play through it once. But you can play through it again, especially if you're playing only 2-player. Swap out. There's 4 heroes in there. You can mix up the party, play it again, make some different choices, you know. But it's definitely a high value package game for sure.
Yeah, definitely very good.
And I love the tutorial. They play like a 5-session tutorial to kind of ease you into the rules. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And I would love them to sell more copies of that. And I wish they would have done that for Frosthaven. But it still transfers. Like the rules are still very similar. This game just adds more to it and gets more complex. But if you fall in love with that, then I would start looking into Gloomhaven and Frosthaven in those, because they're like the bigger brothers, just the more bloated games, you know? So I just want to get it out of the way for those who might be looking at this going, I don't know if this game's for me. Unless you just have tons of money to throw away, then yeah, buy whatever and try whatever. But don't get mad at me when you're like, wow, there's way too many rules and it's too fiddly and lots of setup and all this. I warned you. Because the cool part too about Jaws the Lion, you play out of a book. So you don't have, the setup is way quicker too. It solves a lot of the issues with Gloomhaven that a lot of people have. So like, that's why I kind of wish they did a Frosthaven Jaws of the Lion to start, you know, instead of just coming right out with Frosthaven. I wish they would have done the other way around, because I would have loved to play that and recommended that and try like a lighter outpost phase and all that, you know, just make it a little more streamlined. Would have been really cool. Or Frosthaven Digital would have been nice. Then I wouldn't have bought this. But anyways, that's a whole other conversation. Anyways, let's get into it. All right. I don't think there's much else to touch on for that. Here is scenario 0.
Oh, hey.
Not your character over. All right. So this is scenario 0. Yes, this is a tutorial scenario. Yes, there's probably a lot on the screen for a intro learning scenario. There's actually some extra components that shouldn't be on the table right now, but we'll talk about that. But we have, I think, set up the first room. Mel did some setting up of that. The second room and the third room of this scenario are not set up yet, because we don't see those until we open this door, and we'll talk about that. We still have to choose our personal quest. We've chosen the Banner Spear and the Bone Shaper. Okay, we're reading through all the character descriptions. We're reading through little boards. We're looking at cards, reading up people's recommendations in the forums on BGG. And I don't know. I honestly, no character spoke to me. No character spoke to me.
Okay.
And the other issue was, I was also thinking, who would Kyle play if he joins us to start? And then I was like, I got to keep a less complex character for Kyle. So I tried this one out first. And it's like, this is a low complexity recommendation. Okay. Okay. If you don't believe me, if you like open this and start reading about this character and you're like, what? This here, the Banner Spear on the left, is like the furthest left in the book, the lowest complexity setup. Okay. Everything else is medium or higher, except for the Drifter. Okay.
Okay.
So I take the Banner Spear. I'm thinking it's yellow, favorite color. It supposedly works good with the character Mel picked. Mel picked the Bone Shaper. Okay. She automatically was like, I want to play this one. Okay. Let me look up at the Banner Spear, read the cards. Okay. Looks like it should work good together. It probably does. Again, warning. I'm not here to show you how to play the Banner Spear correctly yet. Okay. Maybe by episode 10, I'll get there. But I've only played 2 games, and the first game I didn't even understand the summon. I didn't know about the granting summon stuff. For some reason, reading it the first time did not click in.
Same.
That you could like control the movement of the summon. Again, the problem with playing Gloomhaven in the past, some of the rules have slightly changed and they've added new things. So even though I'm reading the rules section, it doesn't pop out as like, this is different, until I play the character and realize, man, this character's trash. There's got to be something I'm doing wrong. I go back to the rules I read. I'm like, oh, granting. I see some of the cards grant movement and this and that, and you can manipulate your summons a little more.
Which then makes more sense in how the character is supposed to work.
So I'm still discovering the Banner Spear. I'm still trying to understand the Banner Spear. In theory, it seems more a powerful character that should be low complexity. But I think whoever put this as low complexity is smoking something. Because I've never played a fantasy dungeon crawler game or whatever, sci-fi, whatever, dungeon crawler adventure game that uses line of sight rules, movement rules, summoning rules, and tells you the lowest complexity character needs to know all about summoning, positioning, enemy position, and puzzles. Like, the Banner Spear is not a low complexity character. I would never tell a new player to play that who's new to the system and say this is a low complexity character. On drugs. Whoever did that is on drugs. Okay? I'll figure it out. I'm sure if you're a Gloomhaven pro, you're like, man, this is so low complexity. But again, this might be the first, you might be new to the whole Gloomhaven universe buying Frosthaven, and you're told the Banner Spear is like a low complexity character. Liars! Liars! Isa, thank you for clicking the join button and becoming a producer. Adam, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Says, so excited to see you play this. Have great adventures and get that loot.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the other thing. Getting ahead of ourselves. The loot mechanic added to this game with the crafting and all that. Yeah, I'm a little pumped for that. Hopefully it works out well. I don't know much about it other than we're drawing components. We'll be crafting. There's some kind of advent calendar mechanic to it. We'll get there. We are playing through this blind. The only things we played is Scenario 0 and Scenario 1 to kind of practice and try our characters out. But we're going to play through this blind as we go and kind of experience this full of spoilers eventually. But today shouldn't be spoilery. Tomorrow shouldn't be too bad either, to give you a good feel of the game. But after that, we'll be revealing hidden things and, you know, choosing some spoilery stuff. So opening some envelopes eventually. So beware, beware. Jack, thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much for the donation. Much appreciated. Thanks for supporting the channel, Jack, as always.
Thank you so much. The other thing I was going to say when you were talking about complexity, after playing the Bone Shaper and then watching you play the Banner Spear, I feel like they should have been reversed. Like the Bone Shaper, other than controlling the summons, like knowing how to control the summons, they're much simpler. Their cards are pretty simple, I thought. Yeah,
like less situational stuff, right?
Yeah, all you have to know is how a summons works. That's the only difference.
So supposedly the Banner Spear is a natural leader and protector with powerful attacks that require proper positioning. And Mel's playing the Bone Shaper, who is a summoner of the undead, who sacrifices her health to create and heal allies. So we thought she's creating allies. I need to require allies for proper positioning, because every single one of my cards, for some reason, I need to like move mountains to make even do anything.
To do it to attack?
It's... Oh, no. You guys have heard me play card games before. I laugh and joke, and I hate inefficient situational cards, right? I come from competitive card gaming. This character is literally the definition of situational. Every card is like a situational hunk of junk.
Good job.
I'm going to lose my mind. You guys are going to see me get so frustrated. I've already been frustrated, but I'm going to try it today with you guys' help, and maybe it'll click, and I'll realize what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's a low player count. It doesn't work as well. I don't know. I'm definitely doing something wrong. But hopefully we can play it okay, and we'll learn as we grow. But if we start losing scenario after scenario and I'm just like tearing up cards, I'll switch my class for sure. I might just switch to the Drifter, maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. And we'll keep trying the Banner Spear. We'll see.
Yeah, the Drifter looks like a cool character.
Yeah. Then there's a Deathwalker, a Blink Blade, and a Geminate. Deathwalker I looked at and I forget. The Blink Blade looked super cool to me. I want to play the Blink Blade, the teleporting around. Oh my god, it sounds so fun. But I just haven't had time. I haven't had time to play like more than one class. Like I want to play them all, but then I would have spent this weekend playing, and then next weekend we start the stream. But I was like, nah, let's just start it now, because maybe I'm just misunderstanding something, and those watching can help. Or if you're watching later, drop it in the comments below. If it's like you're watching this after, you know, a couple days or whatever after it happened, you know, drop comments below. Feel free to get involved and timestamp, say this, you know, you did this, and it helps other people learn from our mistakes too. Thank you for the subscriptions, guys. I don't know how to say that name. Wojciech, thank you so much for subscribing.
Thank you. Welcome.
All right. Okay, so with this scenario, where is it here? With this scenario, oh yeah, I was testing this out. Hold on, let me see if I can go back. How do I? I'm new to using the, this is the Frosthaven scenario helper or viewer or something, some super amateur app that people used in Gloomhaven that they loved. I was told that it was ready for Frosthaven, but it has some issues. It's very kind of like, I don't know, needs improvement. Not prime time ready yet, but we're going to use it because I can't find the PDF. So I paid for this, unfortunately, and then yeah, I almost refunded it right away because it's like kind of, it's got issues, and yeah, it's very like, I don't know, but hopefully they fix it and make it better with feedback. But anyways, it's a way that I can show you guys the scenario books on screen. But this is scenario 0, Howling in the Snow. This scenario is complete when all enemies in it are dead. At the end of that round, we read the section book. So again, those who are new to this, who maybe played Gloomhaven, what they've done to hide things in this is they have a scenario book that'll get you set up for the scenario, start you out. But you only know what enemies you need, but you don't know what's in the next rooms. You don't know what happens when you open that door the first time. It's all hidden in a separate book, which is kind of cool. Okay. This combines both books, I believe. So I don't have to flip between the two big books, and I can put it on screen for you. If you're interested in this app, I get nothing for it. Buyer beware. If it doesn't work on your device or there's errata issues in it, don't blame me. But the link is in the video description if you're like, what is this? And I just noticed. Let me see. Where is this? Up right? I think it's lined up right now.
I think so.
I don't know. Looks a little off. Okay, but anyways, so they've definitely organized this very nice. The graphic design organization, whatever, the rule book, lots of color separation. I like how they've improved it for sure. Definitely feels like they're improving and maturing as a publisher for sure, which is good. They're spending some money and stuff. Okay, so the introduction, you were warned. Oh no. Oh, I'm just getting ahead.
Yeah.
Where is the scenario book?
Oh, right here.
Yeah, there's some stuff that's not in here.
This one?
Yeah. We gotta read. We gotta set the tone. We gotta set the tone. Welcome to Frosthaven. With your head down, you march, one foot, then the other. You try to block out the pain, the throbbing in your toes, the numbness in your face. Just keep the rhythm. You think, 1, 2, but the wind isn't so easily ignored. It claws at you, whipping up ice and snow like tiny hooks, making every breath difficult. Your skin is thick. You always pride yourself on that, but nothing is thick enough for this. You are walking through the frozen wastes, a place far to the north where only the hard and the lost dare to travel. Of course, that's probably why they hired you. It's been 10 days of plowing through the snowdrifts as high as your waists, and there's still no sign of the town. You were mercenaries hired as part of a support team, the first group of the season, sent to check on humankind's most distant outpost, Frosthaven. It's a place forgotten by most of the world, a tiny settlement carved out of the frozen wilderness that, for half of the year, is wholly cut off from the Empire, isolated by towering, unbreachable drifts. But as of last week, just enough snow has melted off the Imperial Pass for a team to get through. They were hiring, and your coin purses were empty. So then, here you are. No one really knows what awaits you in Frosthaven. Your snow-muddled mind struggles to imagine what sort of people could survive through the winter in a place like this. But whoever's there, you hope, at the very least, they left a fire going. So, we have unlocked new scenarios. Howling in the Snow 0 and A Town in Flames 1. Okay, you don't have to play 0. It is technically pre-campaign or skippable. And the campaign supposedly starts with 1, but you can play 0 before that, which we are doing. we found so we loved in, I know there's a Gloomhaven helper app. I'm not about it, not going to use it. But when we played through Gloomhaven on the channel many years ago, you can find all the episodes down below, like I said, in the playlist section. But we printed out somebody's fan made on BoardGameGeek.com in the files section for Frosthaven. They've improved a better version of the campaign sheet that we'll use because it also has this part. This is my favorite. I love tracking scenarios and knowing where they are on the map, whether they're discovered or completed, and if or not we got the treasure. I like being able to glance at this. We're going to use this probably. I know they have the whole advent calendar punch board thing. We'll use that too at the start. But we may just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna kind of keep track on here too. It just helps us out. And then there's like a third page to it for tracking some other stuff. So we're gonna try to use this, but I know some people like an app. Some people like just using the official guide campaign thing. So we're gonna do like a mismatch of both.
Okay, so this one we just discovered scenario 0
and 1.
And 1.
So normally we would take the giant map board, which we'll eventually use probably starting tomorrow. We'll spread that on the board. We'll stick the stickers on it. I'm not doing that right now. Okay, it'll knock half of our stuff over. It's way too big. Okay, we'll figure it out. But it's not very table hog friendly. Yeah, they don't respect the table space this game takes up. But I like the idea though. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll stick the stickers on and we'll start using that tomorrow when we actually start the full campaign and everything. But for now, you would just like use the stickers and unlock it. And then we get to the scenario setup, which is this. So it says, you were warned the journey would not be easy. The weather would sap your strength and beat you into submission. That terrible creatures lurked in the mountains waiting to fall upon unsuspecting travelers in a bloody frenzy. You wouldn't have expected, however, that the most mundane of threats may end up being the most dangerous. Wolves! The howling started last night. Signals to the pack that prey was near. And now they have gathered, stalking you as you move through the mountains, looking for weaknesses. This is no time to be passive. You know it's only a matter of time before they strike, going after the slowest, oldest members of your caravan. If you want everyone to survive, you'll need to show these animals that you are not to be messed with, that you are not prey. Okay? Then there's some special rules for this one. It says, do not set up the hound. So here it says, do not set up the Hound monster ability deck. So this normal deck you'd play with when you're playing with enemies, you'd have like, you know, their behaviors. So again, this is for new players or if you're just getting back into the game after years. We're not playing with this. So Mel will set that aside. There's only 11 likes.
No, so we get 100. 10.
Oh,
just 10 we need.
Oh, I misread that.
Yeah.
Only 11 likes needed for 100 plus. Yeah. I will delay for a bit longer, Bob.
Yeah.
We don't start playing until we hit 100 likes, as Bob just determined. That is not an ongoing rule on the channel.
But I mean, we only need 8 more, so
but there's like
possible.
There's like 150 people watching, and there was already like 10 or something likes before we started. So yeah, it's achievable. 5 more. And we know some people left and some new people came. So yeah. Click the like button on your way out or on your way in. Much appreciated. But not twice. Doing it twice undoes it, so don't think you're being awesome by clicking it twice, that you'll double the likes. It doesn't work that way. I don't know, it's weird. If you click it 3 times, though, that is acceptable. All right. Also, please feel free, once we do have 100, please continue to like. Oh, and we got it. We got it? Thank you, guys. Thank you. 43 minutes, and we got it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So we didn't even have Everyone's excited for this one. We didn't have to waste everyone's time for over an hour like usual. No. I mean, provide important information the whole time. Thank you, everyone. Do not set up the Hound monster ability deck. Instead, each round on initiative 26, the Hounds will just perform a move 2, attack 2. So they're trying to make enemy kind of function a little lighter. Okay. But we all know the problem is not with their deck, it's with their movement rules. Each character reduces their hand until it contains the following cards. So they're also making the players start with less cards in hand to kind of make it, you know, if you're teaching some players, you're at the table the first time learning, you're not overwhelmed by a hand of like 10 or 12 cards. They, you know, shrink it down to like 7 cards or whatever. So less options, less analysis paralysis, less brain burning. So we did this. So the Banner Spear, I have these cards in the deck. The Bone Shaper has these cards in the deck. These I assume are correct. I'm assuming these are correct. This is not the errata that we were reading about. That's in the section book on this part, 197.1. For a more in-depth guide on how to play each class, they're saying read this. But that is what's out of date and has wrong card names in it. Okay? And I don't know what the corrected errata is. But Adam, thank you for the super chat. For the elusive second like.
Adam, thank you so much.
Where did that like go? When door 1 is opened, which you can see here marked with a 1 when we zoom back in, we go and read the section book, which is hiding the setup for later, which I really like a lot. I like how they solved it without an app. In this app we're using, if you like even less spoiler and surprises coming up, and you have all your stuff organized very well, and you don't mind setup during the game, similar to how we experienced in Descent, Legends of the Dark.
Yeah.
Where like in the middle of the scenario, it's app driven. This treats it like an app driven kind of game where it hides more from you.
Right.
So if you don't even want to know what enemies will show up in the next room, you don't want to know what kind of terrain might even be in the scenario, but you have it all readily accessible and you're okay in the middle of a scenario digging for tiles or digging for enemies and stuff. You can play with this app, which I really like, and you can hide things. So for example, if you don't even want to know what map tiles you need for today's scenario, you can hide it behind this little hidden box. So if you're like a real stickler and you like this to get really into it and love surprise and don't mind maybe failing scenarios a little more, you can play it this way.
I mean, there are crazy people that do play a lot of campaigns and scenarios blind, right? Like we know some of those kind of people.
And if the people you play with have the time, don't do this if your friends are coming over and they just want to play the game and they only have a couple hours and you're like, hold on guys, let's go find some tiles.
Well, let's take a half an hour break between each room while we set everything up.
So we already did this. We did it like we're reading from the paper book, which would show you this full room setup. But if you like to play this way, I think it's cool and it can be really like immersive, I would say. It's really neat. And then they also hide, like, here's what they hide here. But this is not spoiler. Like this, you're supposed to get, this helps you for setup, right? Yeah. If you're setting up for 3 friends coming over and you want to respect their time, do it the normal way. Go find all this components, get them on the table, get them ready, so that when you do set up the second room, it's quicker, right?
You could also, as the person that's running the game, set all this up and then hide it, so the people that are playing with you still don't know.
Yeah,
even.
maybe.
But,
yeah.
But some people may want to take this information into account when building their hands.
I also don't know why you would hide the loot deck composition, because it's a randomly shuffled thing. So I don't know what they're saying until the first time loot's drawn, then stop and set this up. I don't know why you would hide that. This app is a little weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. But one thing I like is they're working this in. So if you want to make the scenario setup cleaner and not get messed up by too much information, you can change the player count. So normally it might look something like this, but if you're playing with 2 players, I don't care about enemies that shouldn't be there. So it will just totally flat out say, there's none. And this, just a level 1 or whatever, right? So they kind of make it more clear. So you don't have to worry about all the other lines and maybe accidentally set up the wrong enemy or something. It's more clear. I like that.
Also good if you're switching between player counts.
But as you can see here, even on the first scenario, and I know there's some issues in other scenarios, some people have been pointing out to the publisher or the developer of this. I saw in PGG people mentioning issues that are in future scenarios. That's why I say use this app at your own risk. But this doesn't match. Oh, there is rubble. 6 rubble?
Yeah, but it's not. It's not 6 rubble. It's
there's
6
no rubble.
No drifts. So I don't know. I mean, technically, it doesn't really matter.
Maybe it's the correct version. They've updated it, and we don't have the latest update.
Well, as long as you're using
look at my table
the right
here.
color, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's no rubble. No rubble. Okay? But in this one, in the app here, there's rubble.
Now, one thing I will note,
it is better to use
the rubble because the snow rock and then the snow drifts look very similar.
Exactly. In the door, the snow door looks like a snow thing.
This is not a bad idea as long as you're using the right color.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
This is definitely better for new players and trying to see things on the table and understand what's going on.
Yeah.
But we just followed the paper printing we have, which may not be correct if you're watching this in the future. This app might be correct. But again, it's conflicting, so who knows? I don't know, but it's really.
But they're both purple.
It worries me. I know it's still functional.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if it's official, that change, or if it's accidental. But anyways, just thought I'd show that there. But yeah, so we set it up. We followed the setup. So we have a regular randomly drawn Wolfie here, a regular drawn Wolfie or Hound, as some call them. We have our Snowdrift Rubble, which is a difficult terrain, right? So it takes 2 movement points to move across it.
Yep.
The green ones on your screen there are Snow Rocks, which are obstacles. So they kind of block movements, but they don't block line of sight, right? Only doors and walls, right?
Yep.
Closed doors and walls.
Yep.
Again, when you play a lot of dungeon crawling games with line of sight rules and movement rules and AI rules, I might be asking the dumbest, stupid questions it might sound like to somebody who only plays these kind of games, like only plays the Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, or Frosthaven games. You are lucky to only have one set of rules to keep straight. But when you play a bunch of different campaign games, you know, it can get messy, and I might, feel free to call me out, point things out, correct my rules and mistakes, helps other people learn. Because this is gonna be tough to play this 100%. But once we get into the campaign, hopefully it starts flowing, and we shake off the rust or whatever, and we're back into it and have it going straight. Okay.
It takes a couple mistakes to get better, right?
But I do like this. I do like how they color-coded setup. It's very clear, I think.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, they definitely spent some time like on the rule book and the graphic design and the scenario books and everything. So I did pre-make the loot deck. It's all here, all shuffled off to the side. So I followed what's on the screen here. Okay. And then now what? Anything else got to read up here?
On here, I don't think so.
I don't think so, right?
No.
I think we're all good. And then down here, they actually hide the section.
The section?
Yeah, the section. The section from the section book, they sectioned it at the bottom of this section in the app.
And they labeled it section.
Yes. Yeah. Also see. Okay. All right. So now I can hide that, I think.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. So that's where we're at. We set up the first room. We marked the snow door number 1, and we have our tokens. Our starting positions, as you saw in there, are anywhere here, 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 or here. And I don't know where to even start, but you can totally look at your cards first and everything. So again, we have only the cards that they told us to play with.
Which I think you have 7, I have 9.
Yeah. Also, our character names. I don't know if anyone has any funny names. I just wrote my name on here.
I mean, some may consider that a funny name.
Yeah, definitely a funny name. But I'm a human banner spear. If you guys have any cool, funny names, I do not mind using it instead. I just too stressed out about other things. I couldn't figure out a name. I'm too worried about playing the character correctly and not about naming them.
Okay, so I'm sure some funny names are...
Bruce Banner Spear? All right, I'm in.
Some funny names are going to come rolling in.
So there is some backstory, and they stole this from Spirit Island on the back, which I appreciate. Is kind of like a complexity for people who are figuring out what to play. And this little bar here of like whether melee, ranged, mobility, support, defense, or control. And then they wrote a little story here. So I'm a northern human settlements existed long before emissaries from White Oak traveled to Frosthaven, looking for new ways to expand their merchants guild. When these endeavors only led to angering the Algox population, the Southerners fled, leaving the ill-prepared fishing village to face the blowback. But humans are resilient people, even on the brink of despair. There is hope for survival. The only thing left behind by the Merchants Guild were the Banner Spears, tireless warriors forever in search of respect and glory. Frosthaven has no need of pride, though cut off from the rest of the world and faced with the harsh realities of the North. Banner Spears are forced to reevaluate what truly matters. They were abandoned like everything else, and they must forge new, stronger bonds to stay alive. All right. Brittany Banner Spear. Rob the Canadian Spearmaster. Speary McSpearface.
Please note.
Banner Beer. What?
You have to note like how big the
It's fine.
the section is to write the name.
Roberta, I was honestly just gonna write Roberta in, but then I stopped at Rob for now because I was like, I'm gonna have to erase it and put something funnier in. I know you guys will think of something funnier. Yeah, Bruce Banner Spears sounds awesome. Or Brittany Banner Spear. Banner McSpear face somehow. William Shakespeare. Banner. Bruce Banner. All right. I'm doing Bruce Banner Spear.
Okay, now I need one. So then you can start from the Bone Shaper. Here is.
Well, no.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I just wanted to go over this while we're here. So, the Banner Spear, you specialize in area attacks which require an ally to occupy each depicted blue hex. If so, you on the gray spot. So this is like those area effects attack we've seen before in Gloomhaven or Gloomhaven Jaws Lion or whatever, or digital. So I can hit any enemy in the red spaces, but I require an ally in the blue space beside me in this situation, and you can mirror it or flip it however you need. But for a lot of my cards to even do anything, and I don't think they even gave me that many. For example, this combined effort, you know, I can do a 3 attack with wound, but I literally can't do anything unless the enemy's beside me and I have an ally beside both of us. For example, otherwise, this is probably just a basic 2 attack. Okay, so this is super situational weird stuff, unless I'm misunderstanding. So I have cards like this, which are more of my speed, which are just like a nice damage 3, range 3, generate air. Okay, that's more of my speed. That's more of like what I'm like, I like these, this will work. I can hit an enemy, I can open a door, this card will probably still hit somebody. I like this stuff, okay?
And you always love range.
Yeah. And I know there's some range cards coming, and I could do kind of a rangy build with this character, which is, that's what's kind of driving me to stick with it, but we'll see if we can even survive that long. But I do love wound. Like, I love this attack 3 wound. I'm like, oh, baby. But then I'm like, oh, wait, what is this? So, you know, they're like messing, even before, like, area effect attacks were cool. This made it not cool, okay? It's no longer cool. And there's the one that's an example. For example, 3 attack, I can push 1 away, push range 1 or whatever. But again, I can hit any enemy, so it can be 1 enemy, 2 enemies, 3 enemies, whatever. But I still have to have an ally, like, beside me to do it, and beside, like, some of the enemies probably. And like this one, for example, you know, oh, cool, attack 3 with Pierce. But I need an ally behind me, perfectly in line with myself, and then perfectly an enemy or 2 need to be in one of these 2 spaces to even hit anything. Otherwise, I slap this down, an ally moves in a weird way, or doesn't line up, or we don't teamwork well enough, or initiative order messes with us, or the enemies move some weird way or don't move, or whatever, and this card's just, which is fine. Gloomhaven is part of that. You flip your cards and sometimes they just don't do what you planned. But this is the low complexity class, right? This is low complexity. This is noob friendly, right? Not. So yeah, that's where my issues are at. But anyways, that's how that kind of works. And again, you can rotate it, mirror it, whatever. But it has banner summons. So you're like, wait, where are the allies coming from? Rob, you're only playing 2 players. Obviously, these allies things work better at 3 and 4 players because you have more people on the board. But they kind of thought of the low player count. And they've given, which I don't think I'm playing with. Oh yeah, they gave me one. I do have some cards that have summons. So I have this little guy who just has 1 health, moves for 2, literally doesn't attack or anything, useless. But I can control the movements. So I can make this guy come in and literally he's just there so that I maybe can do my attacks, okay? But there's also other summons with this character, and it's a banner spear, right? So it's got banners. Which I don't know if it explains on here. Yes, it does. Banners are summons. So on my other cards that I'm not playing with today, that I'll play with tomorrow, I could have these banners. And there's a couple in the starting cards, okay? There's a Banner of Hope, which I hope I eventually like this class, and a Banner of Strength, which give me the strength to make it through a couple scenarios and not lose my mind. But you could slap these banners down. Anyone who watched our Massive Darkness 2 playthrough, this is like the Paladin kind of idea, and I love doing this, playing with Mel and Kyle in that stream.
Yeah.
And I was slapping down those little, I forget the name of them. Consecration tokens?
Yes.
Consecration tokens on spaces, giving everyone buffed attacks or healing and all that kind of stuff. Super fun.
Huge.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. So when I saw this mechanic, I was like, oh, cool. But these are summons also. So I could have a banner in the blue position, and they count as allies to everyone. They have a health. They don't move, but I can move them based on the movement rules I didn't fully understand of granting movement. You can grant these things movement and move them around with you. Okay. And they count as allies for things that buff allies. And here's the other one that I didn't even catch until I reread this. At the start of their turns, this one, for example, grants allies within 3 range heal oneself.
That's good.
For some reason, when I read this, when I read, I know I'm not an ally of myself, my character, but I didn't put together that this is an ally that I'm summoning, just like any other summons monster or whatever. And it's talking about it being an ally to me and everyone else on the board. So this can heal my character. But the way we played it before, I wasn't healing or I wasn't giving extra attack to my character. Because for some reason, it wasn't sinking in that these banners are basically summoned allies. Okay? Again, low complexity character. Okay? Yeah. So it took a couple of hours of dissecting the rules, reading through them backwards, forwards, whatever, to try to understand what I was doing wrong that made this character suck. So it was me and my reading comprehension. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going to get it right. But again, don't come here to learn how to play this character. That's not what we're here to do today. But those we're not playing with today anyway, but that's another way. And there are some other summons. There are some other summons that we're not playing with today, but maybe we could play with. That we could summon to make allies. But to fix my problem of summons, we hired a Bone Shaper.
Yes, we did.
And Mel's Bone Shaper.
So I need a name for this as well. So as you, sorry.
The Green Bone Shaper. If you guys have any names for Mel, to help her name her character, feel free to start throwing them in the chat. Funnier the better.
Yeah.
So we try to say them with a straight face every time. But the Bone Shaper are aethers were once human, but tragedy long ago caused them to lose their physical forms, scattering it across the infinite planes. Those who willed their psyche back together found the world that they no longer recognized, so they left, traveling the planes in search of knowledge and hidden insights. Occasionally they return, driven by varied purposes and employing bewildered methods. Aethers draw energy from the planes, and the planes are full of useful and terrible things. Bone Shaper is able to tap into the wells of life in other planes and infuse them into living things on this one. So they're basically necromancers, okay? Or at least things that were once living, okay? Invariably, some of the Bone Shaper's own life force is transferred with it, so it loses a bit of health. Every time it uses its magic to raise the dead, it loses a little bit of something. It may go mad through the constant push and pull of life and death. Very few are capable of taming the wild energy and shaping it to their will. And, oh yeah, I forgot to mention on mine, but it does show you too what elements it uses, and I appreciate that too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I appreciate all this info to help people choose characters and stuff without having to rip through a whole bunch of cards, you know? Save some time when you're setting up game night with your buddies. But I only care about air. And you could have other elements. These are just the main focus to start, I guess. So air is basically what I focus on, but I do have a card that does fire, I believe. And then you have earth and darkness are your things. So if you're choosing characters later to pair and make sure you don't want to be using elements that someone else is using, or maybe you want to pair similar elements, you can quickly look at the back and kind of know what's going on. But also, obviously you have to choose the cards to go in the deck to do that. But yeah. And we have, so here's the rules, class notes. You can summon shambling skeletons, which are disposable. Whenever a shambling skeleton dies, remove it from the map and place this card in your discard pile. Additionally, you may choose to move their cards from your active area to your discard pile at any time, removing corresponding summons from the map. In either case, you may later recover the cards and use them again. Be careful with your hit points, as many of your abilities will force you to suffer damage. Many of your heal abilities specifically target your allies and not yourself. I also like this little reminder of like, here's the symbols you might see on your cards and what they are.
Yeah, I like that.
I like just how they used the space on this and made it useful. I really like it. I really like the improvement here.
And then a couple rules references that you may need to look at.
Like, I love this. It's like, hey, you know, I picture like a friend showing up and they're like, oh, create a character. Okay, here, look through these little, here's the characters we have unlocked, look through them. And, you know, if they're like, oh, summoning, how does that work? You know, grab the rules, let's read it, you know? I like it. I like it. I appreciate it. I really do.
Okay, Sorry, what name did you select for your character?
Bruce Bannerspear.
Oh, Bruce Bannerspear. Okay,
Yeah,
I
sorry.
selected, thank you, Raw. I selected Necro Melicon. Funny for multiple reasons.
Necromelicon. Okay, all right.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep, love it. Thank you.
All right. We also took the recommended items to start with our classes, just to keep it simple. So I'm running with a heater shield and winged shoes. During your turn, I can add jump to all my move abilities and exhaust it. And then when you suffer damage from an attack, gain a shield 1 or defense 1 or whatever for the attack. Okay. So I got some boots and a hand item. We'll eventually get more items, I hope.
Okay, and I have the Warden's Robes. When one of your summons suffers a attack and takes any damage from the attack, that summon gains 2 shields or 2 defense for the attack. 2 shield defense.
Again, so Bob is very, very good. Not to offend the LGBTQ plus members, but Bruce is not a lady's name. Hey, names can go on anybody.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. They don't define you. But don't let my 1960s hang up stop you. Yeah, understood. Just because this is the art on here, this is just an example, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of games will show alternate art versions, you know. But this just has one, which is nice. But yeah. But it's just gonna be Bruce.
Fine.
It's Bruce. And we're not gonna try to match it to the art. And again, you know, all right. No issues. Okay.
I'm gonna do one more thing because I think that somebody was asking, I think they were shown in the other stream. So this is Rob's character. I've painted the...
Oh, yeah, who was this? Steven was talking bad about your miniatures now.
Steven.
I'm just kidding.
You made me change a few things.
Yeah, she added some snow.
That one was already gray, so I just
okay.
That one was kind of already, but this
we
one
have yellow
for
bases
example,
now.
Yeah, we've added some snow because that was
and
a critique that was made, which
and the base colors to kind of match these, like we played in Gloomhaven and Jaws of the Line. I think we did the same thing, so it's easier to tell on the board where our characters are.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps for watching at home, and you can kind of see them better. I don't know.
Thank you so much. So where were you starting? Sorry, I think you were starting in.
You did speed paints for most of it, or all of it?
I did speed paints for all of it, except for any kind of metals and gold in the bases.
For those interested, and thank you again to the folks at Army Painter for providing all the speed paints that were used. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
But yes, for those who are curious, they were done using speed paints,
yes,
which are a board gamer's best friend, I feel.
Definitely.
To get games to the table quicker, to get through all those back catalog Kickstarter games you need to paint. Yeah. Go look into any kind of like speed paint or contrast paint, or Vallejo has a paint. But yeah, those kind of like fast painting ones, which are nice. Yeah.
Billy, I'm behind on my own Kickstarter painting. Are you kidding?
No, Billy, no. No.
No, Billy, no.
No, Billy.
I would love to, but I'm already, yes, I have a assembly line of painting I need to do.
Yes.
For my own.
My paint sweatshop over here is booked. Okay.
Oh, Jen Cam Plays Board Game says, I'm going to start painting and my speed paints arrived today. Awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome. They're so good. I love them. I'm already starting to run out of some colors that I use often. I have to pick up some new ones.
Okay. Did we do everything to start?
No, we have not. We have to do our battle goals. We have to do our personal goals.
Okay.
Our personal quests.
Oh, everyone who knows me knows this is huge. I didn't notice this in the unboxing. The real unboxing. The spoiler-filled unboxing. On the back of the rulebook, this is one of my pet peeves in games that just throw art or a blank page on the back of the rulebook. They actually put a nice quick reference, so you know when you're playing, you make sure you don't miss anything when you're starting a scenario. What you have to do in the outpost phase, which you'll see tomorrow, I'm assuming, after the first scenario. We have never done an outpost phase. We'll do that live on stream and figure that out all together. And then that's what's kind of new to Frosthaven. That's a real new thing, so I'm kind of excited to see how that works. And attack modification order. like there's just useful stuff like scenario levels right here.
I like that.
What to do at the end of a round, timing of attack effects, and they even link you to rulebook pages. If a scenario is completed, what to do. Basically, after a scenario, what you do. Like I remember making a sheet like this for Jaws the Lion because I needed it. But this right here, like I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Every publisher do this. Do this.
Yeah, it's so smart.
And stop complaining when their publisher doesn't do it. I get people, oh, it's a stupid thing to complain about a game, Rob. Yeah, okay. Yeah, try getting used to those, and then when a publisher takes them away or doesn't use them. Yeah.
Or blank space on the back of the page for no reason.
All those paper cuts trying to flip through rules, looking for rules and stuff. Come on, man. First world gamer problems.
So I think we have to do this next.
Yes. Personal quest?
Yep. And then we'll do our battle goals.
So our personal quests, again, just like in Gloomhaven, when we play through that, we are going to keep these fully open and public amongst all the players at the table and those watching, which is a rule that's allowed in the game. A lot of people commented, I remember in Gloomhaven going, stop saying your personal quests out loud. But it's like, in the rules, it says you can do that if you want.
We're also playing with viewers watching who want to know what our goal is.
Our battle goals, though, we're going to keep those secret till the end of scenarios for fun, and everyone can kind of watch along and kind of guess what we're doing and why. Those are always fun when it's like, why is Rob going and doing,
Yeah.
Oh. Why didn't Mel do this on her first turn? Oh, I get it.
I get it now.
So you can have fun guessing along, and then we'll reveal at the end of the scenario. But I like the way you draw 3 this time and pick 2. But for these, it's just 2 and pick 1, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
We've never done it yet. So this is complicated stuff. Right at the very beginning. Right, keep flipping. It's like down here somewhere.
Personal quest. Draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards.
Keep 1.
All right. Mel's 2 cards. Boom.
You guys can help me pick too if you think there's something that I should pick.
Yes.
Yes, please definitely give some suggestions in the chat.
Our first poll will be coming up in a sec. Our first poll, and feel free to add in the chat why you're voting whatever on the poll, but I'll post it as soon as we reveal our options. And if you already know what's in the envelopes, please don't say it.
Oh yeah, no spoilers, please.
Feel free to vote if you know what's in the envelopes and you want us to go a certain way or go a way you didn't go to see something different. But please, 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 please don't spoil. For those who are watching along, maybe want to watch the first few episodes of those spoilers and stuff. And don't spoil it for us. But feel free to vote.
So don't put your vote yet in the chat. Rob will put a poll that you can select to make it easier.
Team building
or searching for the oak.
Searching for
You'll be able to choose.
Oak. Okay, I'm posting the poll right now. Okay, the poll is in the live chat, so if you're watching with chat enabled on a browser, phone, whatever, you can vote in the chat, and I'll leave that open for a couple minutes. So team building on the left, you are a people person. Sure, you've got a job to do, but would it hurt to make a few friends? Also, if you don't know what's going on here and you're new to the game, just vote based on the description. Vote based on the title. Flip a coin, whatever you want to do. It's all good. We don't mind. Get involved. So you're sure you got a job to do, but would it hurt to make a few friends? Of course not. Nothing would make you happier than sitting around the hearth with some fast friends, drinking, talking, and playing games.
I mean, that sounds like a good time to me.
Kind of what we do here. During 8 different outpost phases, read a person's name in an event or section.
Read a person's name.
So if you read a person's name, my understanding is if we're doing a road event or, an outpost event.
Yeah. Okay.
And you read some story with a person's name on there.
We become instant friends.
You check it off that you've done it once, 2, 3, 8 times eventually.
Okay.
Okay, you'll track this, I'm assuming, on your character sheet.
Yeah,
right?
I think I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
They obviously made these a lot easier. And it's not related, I don't think, to unlocking characters. I believe it's related to unlocking buildings. Because I think that's what those envelopes were, right? They're buildings. I think they changed it now. I think there's a way to unlock characters. It's more just happens through the story as it goes and choices in story, which is neat.
Which is neat, but in my head I was like, oh, once we know what characters we're going to unlock, that's kind of the order I'll paint them so that they're always painted before we unlock them. But now we can't do that, so I don't know. Yeah,
like right now, Mel would see the 2, if we were playing Gloomhaven, you'd see 2 character symbols, right? Maybe.
Or whatever one I picked, I would know that that's the next one that could be leveled up, whether we played it or not.
Yeah, and
I would paint that one knowing, but I guess I just got to paint all of them.
I mean, you can, or we just do it when we actually finally open one. Then you just have to paint it by the next episode or something.
Yeah, true.
Which is fine.
Which could be the next day.
We could play with it gray or whatever we need to. It's no big deal.
That's true.
All right. Searching for the oak. Most people believe that the great oak in the capital is a true face of the divine. But you have heard rumors of a great prophet who bought a sacred acorn from the north to plant the great oak. The true oak is somewhere in this frozen waste, and you wish to gaze upon it in awe. Personally, so this is for Mel. This is for Mel.
This is for me.
Okay. So all this stuff about Rob would choose the loot one. This is not my choice. This is your choice. For Mel. Personally, loot 8 total lumber cards. So there's different types of loot. There's like hide and metal and lumber and coins and gold or whatever. Plant stuff. Obviously, whoever was in charge of this area of the game obviously played Zelda Breath of the Wild or maybe some Skyrim. And we're like, yeah, we need that in our board game. So there's a whole crafting. They've definitely leveled up the loot, made it a little more layers to the loot mechanic, which is neat. Maybe in theory. To unlock Sacred Scroll, so you'll unlock Sacred Scroll 69, or sorry, Sacred Soil. Wow, Sacred Soil 69, and then follow it to a conclusion. So that's a quest number, I'm assuming.
Cool.
And that's one of those like quest line ones where we've seen those before in like Gloomhaven and stuff.
Yeah.
Where it might be like 2, 3, 4 scenarios or something that we got to follow to unlock this.
Okay.
So one, you kind of have to direct your party that way. The other one will just happen in a certain amount of time eventually, just by playing the game normally.
Right, right.
Just by going to outpost phases, drawing events. Eventually it will happen without our doing anything out of the ordinary. But the other one's kind of cool because you have to actually like, all right, we're going to go play it. We're going to stop the main campaign or whatever. And we're going to do a side story, which is neat. I like that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, they're definitely very different. Very different. Okay. Let's close the poll and we'll go with whatever you guys have voted for. So if you got your votes, get them in. Actually, I'll just take a little sip.
Thank you so much for those of you that have voted, helping me decide.
All right, end poll. Thank you.
Oh, they thought this was Rob's vote.
I said Mel right at the beginning.
I think you did.
So searching for the oak got 53%.
Oh, Edgar thought the same. Oh, that's okay.
But I did say Mel's first. We'll pick Mel's, but yeah,
it's okay.
It's okay. I was, yeah.
So this one is mine. Oops, sorry.
And then even Mel was like, yeah, you guys can help me choose mine. I don't know. I thought I was more clear, but.
Okay. So
okay,
but that's personally fine. Loot 8 lumber.
Okay.
That means Rob's got to leave some loot for me.
So I'll just draw 2 new ones and I'll shuffle this in after, just so I don't get the same one. Okay, so this is for me, Roberto, or Bruce Bannerspear. Bruce Bannerspear. Okay, I'll quickly make a poll. Explore the reaches.
And life lessons.
No. Yeah. Okay, so I put a poll in there for this. This is for the Bannerspear, Bruce Bannerspear. Explore the reaches. Who are these people? Come all the way to this glorious wilderness and then huddle, together in their drab little buildings. It's madness. You will climb the tallest peak and go farther out into into the snow plains and frozen seas than anyone else has done before. You will see the glorious sights yet unseen. Complete 5 different scenarios that require a boat. They require you to be a pirate, have some rope, and no Santa. So that's what those mean, obviously. So you have to be a pirate, own some rope, and no Santa. Okay? Have access to Santa's sleigh. So some scenarios have requirements. I'm assuming you get symbols in this, kind of like the stickers you'd get in the old one, the banners and the keywords and things. I guess they're symbols. Oh, they both give the same reward.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice that yet.
Yeah, but which way do we want to go there, you know? Life lessons. Life is all about the experience. It is fleeting and really only meaningful on a very small scale. To you and those in your immediate surroundings, the best thing you can do with your life is to just go out and experience as much as possible. Have fun, find adventure, and maybe get a little blood on your face. Gain 150 experience from ability cards.
Oh, this would have been so much easier for me, I think.
I like this one. This could take a bajillion years. I have no idea.
Yeah, because we don't know.
I have no idea, right? I could be stuck with that.
Now, I guess once we have scenarios available to us, maybe then we'll be able to decide to choose specific ones to help complete this based on those symbols, but I don't know yet.
Alan says life lessons will probably be quicker to complete. Should take about 15 to 20 scenarios.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Does Rob want to play this character?
But this is the thing. I'm totally open to just putting a character on hold or throwing them back in the box and playing a different character. I don't mind.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm stuck with it. It just says from ability cards. This does not count scenario XP. I'm assuming it's being very specific.
Oh.
So I have to track the experience from playing cards in a scenario versus at the end of a scenario when we win. I don't track that. I'm pretty sure, right? So it's maybe even longer.
Wow.
Life lessons will take you to level 7. No, but no. Oh, maybe. Yeah, because it's not on par, right? Like, I only need 150 to reach level 4, but it's not counting scenario XP, right? This does. So yeah, it might take me to level 7 maybe because of all the scenario XP, you know?
Which I mean is not a bad thing. I like leveling up when my character's almost at the end.
Yep. I'm down for whatever though. I'm down for whatever.
These are interesting. It's interesting as well that they both.
And it's so much harder for Banner Spear to gain XP. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This would have been good for me.
So maybe this one's a better one for the Banner Spear then, right? I don't know. But I don't know how long it takes to get all this done either. So who knows? Yeah.
Yes, Janet. Janet says,
you want us to swap?
If you take life lessons, I'd swap the goals between both of you.
I'm down.
Yeah, that would be funny, right? Because
if it makes sense, you guys are watching this,
definitely
right?
I can generate a lot more experience through my cards. Just my skeletons alone, every time I put one out, gives me experience. I have a lot more, like my skeletons give me experience every time they come out. And I have a lot more.
I only get XP when I line up those stupid things.
Let's not talk about that right now.
Serenity now.
They're not the best, but I feel like.
Yeah, my formations. Yeah. Guys, you have to help me. Oh, Alan says my Banner Spear leveled up faster than my Bone Shaper.
Oh, and Pat thinks that I'll retire around level 5.
Okay. But again, you have to do a side mission one. Oh, for this he means probably.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, for this he means.
That would be funny.
All right, well, I'm closing the poll.
Let's see if that's even chosen.
I'm closing the poll. Yeah, we might not even have. Let's see. Explore the reaches, 53%.
Oh.
So
I'm giving you a challenge.
Complete 5 different scenarios that require this, this, or this.
Okay.
We'll see.
Let's not forget when we get one of those.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna make a little thing to.
Can you just throw these behind those outpost ones in that tray?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I don't need to even worry about mine right now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it over here for now.
Okay.
Off screen.
Battle goals.
Battle goals. Oh yeah, you can follow the.
Oh yeah, I can.
Have this.
I have this here. Select a scenario. Resolve a road event if necessary. Not necessary right now. Set up the map.
Yeah, no road event in scenario 0 or 1.
Retrieve overlay tiles. Set up first room. Done. Read the scenario entry. Done. Oh, shuffle the modifier decks. I'll do that. Deal and select battle goals. So I'll just shuffle these while you deal.
Okay, shuffled. I'll deal you 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, and 3 for me. And we'll do this secretly. I
Talk
think
amongst yourselves. Well,
I don't know what. Yeah, we definitely would know. You get to know this first based on the order, right?
Yes, it does say.
Yeah, you know your enemies.
Set up the first room, shuffle the modifier decks, read the scenario entry, deal and select battle goals, and then place a token tray nearby, build a loot deck, and select which items and which ability cards.
Okay. But we're not selecting ability cards this time because they predetermine them for us.
All right, I think I can take that one. I'll give this to you. Those are mine. I mean, we could, but isn't it more funny, Alan, if we don't even show you guys and then you guys are kind of like trying to figure out what we're trying to do as well based on our movement patterns, who opens doors, who loots chests.
There is another way we did it, I think, before, was we would each show them, but I don't know if that was this game.
Yeah, I think for Gloomhaven Jaws Line, when we played, because we played that live, and we would show, the other person would look away, we would show the camera, we wouldn't say anything, no one was allowed to say anything.
Yeah, we just have to trust, but then some people will be like, Rob, don't forget about your battle goal and do this. And it's like, oh yeah. Woo. But it kind of gives it away. So yeah.
I mean, whoops. Look what I just did, drop my card.
There are, so the battle goals, they supposedly cleaned them up and made them more interesting, and they gave a lot of extras. There's tons, and you draw 3 and pick 1, so it's much nicer odds to not get something you can't do.
Oh, I like having the option of 3 things. Usually you can do something.
Yeah, they're very nice. Like, so far what I've seen, it's like, yeah, there are some ones from Gloomhaven in here, but yeah, there's some interesting stuff. So it is different, but it works all the same.
Can you mix Gloomhaven and Frosthaven battle goals? There was a thing on what could be mixed together.
Yeah, I just didn't read it.
But I didn't read it.
I kept Gloomhaven all separate on purpose. I'm playing with just Frosthaven stuff, other than our Gloomhaven little wooden element tokens. We are playing with Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion dials because they're less loose and they're made with different little connectors. So they're not as loose and bent and crappy quality as the ones we got in Frosthaven. But we may eventually switch these to like blue and red dice just on our character sheet. Just easier, doesn't take up as much space, doesn't get bumped as easily and changed. But everything else, I believe we're playing with is only Frosthaven. We didn't mix anything from Gloomhaven in, no items. You can mix in some Gloomhaven starting items in if you want to have some more options, but we didn't do that on purpose. Okay, so these are your extras?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put those there so we can look at them at the end and maybe talk about it. Mine. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. And then we get to select where we're going to start, which...
It's these 3 and this one.
Okay. I would like to start here. And we know that they're going at 26 with a move 2, attack 2, without range.
How much is their health?
Their health is 4 with retaliate 1. Oh, I guess, yeah, sorry, I should put that up.
Yeah, so we're playing with hounds, retaliate 1. We're playing level 1 scenario. That's what they recommend for the first couple scenarios. 4 health, 4 move, 2 attack. But they are not going to do these attack and move. They'll just do a move 2, attack 2, always through the whole tutorial scenario 0. So we don't really have to worry about the movement value, but the attack is the same. And they do have retaliate. We'll still play that way. But yeah.
So we know that they're going at level 26. So we can kind of...
Initiative 26.
Initiative 26. So we can kind of game at least the first round of knowing when they're going to go.
Okay.
I mean, every round, I guess. So I don't know where you want to position yourself knowing that information. If you want to go in the bottom line...
Move 1, 2.
Yeah, if you want to go in the bottom line, I'll go here.
So they would attack us. If like we didn't move up, they would attack us by like the second.
Yeah. But maybe we can take out one of them before that happens.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let's go there, I guess. I don't know.
Are we ready to start?
I guess.
I think so.
I don't know.
I'm excited.
They're going to be summoning the first round, you think?
Yes.
So maybe some heal. If I can't get to those guys, I can just... Jaren, thank you for subscribing. If I'm saying that right, Jaren.
Welcome. Thank you
so much.
Also, just to note, I'm starting with 6 health. Maybe hard to see on here, but I have 6 health, and Rob starts with 10.
Mm-hmm.
You want to change already?
No. No, but I'm sorry.
You gotta hurt me?
No. Well,
Then that's
not
fine.
directly. All right, let's see.
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
I love actually because in Gloomhaven and in Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, you would see a lot of the same battle goals. So it'd be like, oh, loot a chest, or kill an elite enemy, or kill the first enemy, or open a door or something. So it's kind of fun to not have much information. Like we don't know anything. Cool. I'm sure that some of them will be recycled. There's only so many things you can do, but yeah. When you say you're sorry first round, I'm like, wait, what does that mean? Remember, I only have 6 health.
Yep.
Yeah, some sort of backstabbing trickery is happening. I don't know what though. He's working for the enemy.
Too much.
This is only episode 0, remember?
I know.
We want to win.
Okay.
He can take all the loot. That's fine. Just leave some. What do I need to find? Lumber. But I guess we don't know.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So I'm gonna put it like this. So initiative card is like the top one when you flip over.
Same.
But some people do it like the little half covered we used to do. But yeah, so I'm going at 60.
81. And then we'll put it left, right?
Oh, whatever. I just still keep it like on top so I know if we need to refer to it later.
Okay, I just always
I'm
put
going
it left,
60.
Right.
Hound was 26. You were
81.
81, so you're last.
I'm last.
Okay, so this is our initiative order right here, so we remember. Okay, so Hound is going to go first. We have Hound number 2 and Hound number 5. So number 2 is going to go first. Move 2. Can't attack anyone. Move 2. Can't attack anyone. And that's it.
Yep.
Banner Spear. So I will, yeah, I can't never go later than you. But
I didn't know you wanted to go later than me.
Yeah, I was gonna heal you, but then I'm really just trying to give you this regen.
Oh. Because I'm gonna take damage on my turn.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't know that was what you were trying to do.
So I was trying to do that. So yeah, unfortunately, you healing. I should do this next round. So oh well. Maybe I could just do it to myself.
Yeah, especially if you're going to attack them.
Yeah,
or
I'll
something.
just give you a regenerate token. I'll just take it on myself. But I was trying to be cute, and maybe I'll do it later to you, so that you could just keep healing even after you lose health.
Yeah.
But you'll lose health every time you go to summon, so it only heals you like a little bit.
Yeah, so you can. So Keith is saying you can flip them over, and they're grayed out on the other side. When we were playing off, off. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When we were playing off, I had them all like to one side, and I would just slide them over as they went.
Yeah.
But
okay.
however,
that works.
Yeah.
That works. I like it. Okay. So yeah, I'm going right now. I'll flip that over. That makes sense.
Yeah, it might be easier as well to see on stream.
Yeah. Yeah. True. I just slide it because it's like lazy. Basically, it's easier.
Greg, thank you so much.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Summon reinforcement. So I'm gonna summon this little guy here, which I have here. I need a blue peg because it's an ally. So new to Frosthaven. We have all the characters who come with summons come with a little standee, which you would have thought would have been a thing before, and use a blue thing to know it's an ally or whatever. Greg with the 12-month membership super chat. Yeah, been a fun year. Thank you. Thank you for the support.
1 year. Gold die in the house.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thank you.
So I can summon this guy adjacent. I don't know. Here, I guess. I don't know. Okay. That's me. Those both. Oh, he goes up here. I gain an XP when I make him, right? This one will just go to my discard. And I'm finished. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to summon a shambling skeleton. That is going to give me 1 experience, and I will have to lose 2 health to summon him. So I'm down to 4.
Yeah. 149 XP to go. Woo! No, I don't need to do it.
Oh, we took the other one.
Yeah, we took the other one.
Oh, that's wrong base.
Oh my god.
And then I will summon you right here. And then I can move for 2.
Hey, Brant.
1, 2. The next card is I can move for 2 and then grant one of your summons a move 2. I think I'll just move for 1. And then I'll grant one of my summons a move 2, but he'll just move. Do you need them? Okay.
Because then it's easier if I do a move 2 to get in there.
Yeah,
or
okay.
whatever.
I just wanted to position so that was good for you.
Whatever.
Okay. And
but then again, if you want to be able to hit like both
nope,
wolves.
they wouldn't be able to. No. All good. Okay. And then that's discarded. Okay.
End of round.
End of round 1.
Okay, nothing we have to do that I know of. Because they didn't attack, so you don't have to check any discards. We didn't attack. No attack in round 1? Okay.
No attack in round 1.
Interesting. No elements waning or anything. Okay.
Abafina Val says, all right, folks, just keep calculating the experience for Rob just so he knows.
Yeah.
When you would
I didn't
have
make the choice, so I don't feel bad, but yeah. It's punishing everyone who voted for the current card I have.
Yeah.
You know, when I still don't have it completed, the chat will let everyone know when I would have had it.
You would have already completed the other one by now.
The mistakes were made. All right.
That's funny. Don't we need a round tracker for scenario 0? It didn't tell us that we did.
I didn't notice anything.
Why do we only have so many rounds? It didn't tell us that.
It would have told us in the scenario rules setup. They always tell you specifically as like a special rules thing. It's not something you do by default. It's only a special scenario thing.
Yeah, it doesn't say that anywhere.
No. Right? Double check in the purple. It'd be in the purple.
No, I just did.
Nothing. No. Yeah. Nope. Oops.
I find it's rare that you actually need to track the rounds.
Okay. 83.
26.
So you're tied with them, so you go before them.
Yep.
Okay, Bone Shaper.
Okay. Summon is going to go first. So Summon, already adjacent, doesn't need to move, has an attack of 2. +2.
Whoa!
Yes. Yes.
So it's insta dead, right? No retaliation?
4. Oh, love it. I'm going to pro it this game. Just kidding. And then that's going to drop a loot token where...
Oh, yeah. Most important part of the game. So now in Frosthaven, they have loot tokens, which are not just little gray, boring gold pieces, because every time you find loot on the ground, it's hidden in a little satchel, and it's basically a blind bag of surprises from a random loot deck, which we made earlier of specific requirements, and it's randomly drawn and whatever, so we'll just shuffle that. But same end of turn looting happens, or loot actions happen as before in Gloomhaven, but now it's a random off of a deck, which makes it so interesting.
Yeah. Dragon, you can see me shuffle that on stream at some point in the stream. I shuffle both of these.
Dragon says Mel stack deck before stream.
No,
yeah,
I did
nice
not.
Try.
I did not. I shuffled it on stream for sure.
Haven't heard that joke before.
Okay, so that was my summons. He's done. So I guess now we're gonna do this one. Are you okay then if my summons moves in here?
Yeah, the wolf dropped its purse.
Yes, exactly. Are you okay if I go here?
You do whatever you want. I am super happy if you go there.
Okay. Grant one of your summons, move +0, attack +0. So the summons movement is 2, but only needs to move 1.
Yeah, so
and then
you should just put it there anyway, but it doesn't matter, so you can move it, right?
Well, I didn't know that I was going to kill that one.
Oh, okay.
I just want to give a second attack just in case.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay, then attack of 2 on this wolf.
+2 again. Cheater.
-1. So 1 on wolf number 5.
Ah, this reminds me.
Sorry.
Another thing we're using that is not in Frosthaven is these little tiny dice that we used in Gloomhaven and Gloomhaven Jaws of Lion, because the damage tokens, which I'll show you an example of, and just put a few on here. Okay, this is messy. This is why people pay for an app to do this for them, because it's a mess. Okay.
Definitely hard to see on stream for sure.
So for you guys following along, and for our sanity looking when there's a lot of enemies out and enemies that share the same paper, we like to use these little white and yellow dice to signify regular or elite, and we can kind of keep the damage a little more clean, a little more separate, and not have to kind of dig through tokens to add up numbers. We can just see on dice how much damage we've done. So that's our own little house rule addition variant thing we use. So we like to use dice to keep track of that stuff instead of a bunch of fiddly tokens. Plus the numbers on those are kind of small, so if we start spreading them out on the table from a distance, it's hard to tell like what kind of damage you've done. So we're going to use the dice. So just FYI.
Okay. And there was no darkness to make it pierce. Didn't need it pierced anyways. So that one is done. And here.
Thank you, Magic Rub, for subscribing too, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, why haven't you? Why didn't you for that whole year?
Oh, no. Just waiting for Frosthaven.
Yeah. Like, okay. All right, I guess I'll do it now.
Okay.
Awesome.
This card is a move 3, but I'm just going to use it for the basic move 2.
Oh,
and I'm just going to move 1, 2.
Not fully using a card to its potential? Weird. What would make you do such things?
I don't know. Just letting y'all know that I only moved 2 spaces. Okay, done.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I didn't ruin your target plan.
You didn't do anything. Oh, now I can't use any of my attack positions.
Yeah, you can.
Which one?
This one. Just go right here.
Oh, I could. But I think I'm going to use this move 4 and make flying. And I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to land on that.
Oh, it's a hound's turn. It's a hound's turn. Yeah.
Oh, hound's turn. Sorry.
Retaliate. Yes, thank you.
Spoilers.
Retaliate 1 on my skeleton. Thank you. Sorry.
Spoilers. Okay, sorry. Hound. Move 2, attack 2. It doesn't need to move. It will attack one of these 2. This one's earlier in initiative. Yep. It's your summons. I haven't even gone yet, so mine summons couldn't have gone.
Yep.
So it's attacking your
attacking for 2. Okay. Which would kill the skeleton, dead. But I think I'm going to use the Warden's Robe to give the skeleton 2 defense, or 2 shields.
Mel's using an item. When one of your summons suffers damage from an attack, that summon gains 2 defense, or 2 block, or 2 shield, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
For the attack.
So it is still at 1 health.
So blocked all the damage.
Blocked all the damage.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Hound finished. Banner Spear. Okay. So I'm going to do the winged boot, flying jump thing, and landing right here on the loot.
Also, then that was good that...
I'm going to pass on an attack action. Oh, sorry. At the start of my turn, I would heal 1, but I don't need to because I haven't lost any health. And then end of turn looting. This will get discarded. I'll draw the top card of the loot deck, which is 2 coins. Do we have coins? Oh, no, I just hold the card, right?
Oh, yeah. I
just hold the card, right? I'm like, I see the picture of the tokens. I'm assuming I get tokens, but I think I just hold the card, right? Again, when we played the 2 scenarios off stream, we didn't even get loot because we didn't need it. We were just playing the scenario to practice. So this is actually our first loot card we've drawn.
Oh.
So I think this is 2 times whatever the loot table says.
Yeah, which I
scenario
think
one,
I
right?
have it here. One of these.
No,
Gold conversion.
Oh.
It's 2.
So it would be 4 gold total is
Yeah.
what this is worth right here at the end of the scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then these will both go to my discard pile, and we're done the round.
Oh, Skeletor says, you two are the perfect combination. Perfect and cute.
Skeletor.
Thank you.
I'm sure when I watched you on TV in the 80s, you were more of a dick. And I feel you may be an imposter, or you've changed over the years in your old age. But I appreciate it. But I can hear your cackle scratching my brain right now as I read that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the kind words, Skeletor.
Okay, back to the next round. I don't know if I can go early.
Skeletor has grown since the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I watched on Netflix. Yeah, it definitely grew. All right. Okay. So new round, new cards. And this would be going into round 3 now, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. Should I summon another skeleton? Probably won't take out that wolf, but at least when one dies, I'll have a second. Oh, Jana says you didn't need to use the wing boots for your move if that mattered.
Oh,
because you're jumping, you're going over allies.
You're correct.
Yeah, because you may need those later. Thank you, Janet.
Okay, let me tell you guys what I see when I look at this board. For some reason, no matter how many times Mel summons these things and puts blue bases on them, every time I see one of these on the board, I feel it's a living bones and it's an enemy.
Oh.
And it's in my way. And I need to position myself thinking of it as an enemy. I was doing it in our first 2 playthroughs off stream. I kept having to think for a minute and like, no, it's an ally. I can go through it. I can go around it. It's not going to attack me. I don't need to worry about it hitting me 3 times on a turn or anything weird. But yes, seeing these guys walking around, I think living bones. It's just PTSD. That's what I see. So yes, I didn't need to jump over it.
Yeah, so save that for next time.
100%.
There's also some discussion, which is interesting. There's also some discussion on this saying that I have to use this.
Yes.
So yeah, sorry.
Do you though?
Well, because it doesn't say may, and when one of your summons suffers damage from an attack.
No, it's not forced. It's not forced. I don't think so, because it doesn't have uses on it. Uses will force you to use it. You know, the little tokens going across the bar. Those ones are
like I feel like I have a choice of when I want to use
these are optional. These are 100% optional unless there's a new Frosthaven rule. But an item card, I don't have any examples. But if an item card has the little track on it, you know, the little circles with the arrows and the experience points, those are forced.
Oh, and yeah, items with use, same thing you're saying, need to be used.
Okay,
everything else is optional. Okay, yeah. So I could have chosen not to use that, let that skeleton die. Because there's other cards, I guess, other summons that I would probably want to use that on. I don't have them in this deck build.
There's also a reason. Okay, so this cute little system of battle goals would suck a lot if you didn't have control over these kind of things. What if I had a suffer 5 damage in a single attack and survive to tell about it, right?
Yeah.
And I get hit for 5 and I'm forced to use it to block 1. That would be sad, right? Because then I wouldn't be allowed. So there is a lot of control in this game, but there is a lot of things that are like kind of just happen on rails. And yes, once you start using an item that has one of those tracks or an ability, I think it has to, you're forced to make the track progress. You can't just let it sit there when you feel like using it.
But I appreciate the conversation. Yeah, that's interesting for some people that didn't realize that.
But these are the kind of things from reading the Gloomhaven and Frosthaven rules. The answers are there, but when you read through it, it's like you have to just like dissect it or read it again on a different day, or read this section first and then this section second, and it'll make more sense. Like it's there. It's just you have to dissect it. It's not as straightforward, or they're still trying to be like smart, like a little smart. I don't know if that's the way to say it, but All right.
You got your cards?
I have my cards. Yes. 32.
91.
Oops. Oh, no. Okay, so Hound is first. Move 2, attack 2. It's just going to attack my guy. No.
For 2, plus 1 is 3.
Oh,
how much health does he have?
Just 1.
Oh, no.
He's toast.
Sorry.
This goes here, but I can get him back. I can get him back.
You didn't get to use him. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, Hound's finished. Banner Spear. Okay. I am going to move 2. Grant 2 allies within range. Oh, this didn't even work.
Just move 1.
But then you guys don't need to really move. I was thinking of just moving my guy, but he wouldn't be able to get through. Nah, it's fine. I'll just do the move 2. And then that's all.
Okay.
Yep, that's all.
I see what's happening. See what's happening.
Yep, that's all I'm going to do.
Skeleton doing its work.
Bone Shaper's turn.
Okay, so skeleton doesn't need to move. Already adjacent to an enemy. Attack of 2. 2. So this one goes up to 3. 1 shy. Retaliates back for 1. Putting my skeleton to 2. Okay. Well, because of this, we're going to summon skeleton number 2.
Yay!
Skeleton number 2.
The undead army is amassing.
So I will gain 1 XP and I will lose 2 health going down to 2. And I'm sure this skeleton can take this one out. Yeah, let's put it there just in case. But I feel like I'm not going to go before them.
Okay, Mel, cover your eyes. I'm going to show the chat my battle goal so it makes sense. It's done, so we don't have to worry anymore. It's torture. But yeah, don't look.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. There's something about...
I did it, right? Just to be clear, I did this. I achieved this. Don't say anything in the chat. Don't give it away.
If you already did it, then why can't I see it?
Well, I don't know.
What does that matter?
I guess I shouldn't even say I finished it because then you're like, oh, okay.
I feel like...
Okay. Done. We're good? Okay.
We're good? Are you done?
Yeah. You can look.
Okay.
But it's funny. I go into bitching about... Okay, screw it. I'll show Mel. Okay. Perform no attack abilities on the first 3 rounds.
Oh, I had this one in our practice one.
Oh, okay.
So I know this.
So it's funny that I go bitching about how I can't get these attacks to line up with the Banner Spear, and I don't know how to play it properly. And I was going to not pick this because it'll make me look even more stupid that I'm not even attacking and positioning right and using my summons correctly. But I'm like, I don't know how to hide this one. Like, it's so bad.
That's okay.
But it's worth 2 checks, so I had
you have
do
to.
it.
That's fine.
Okay. My other 2 options were these 2. Never short rest. Boring. But
okay,
I probably
that would have been good for me.
Easily in this first scenario, I could have done that one. But it's only 1 check and not as funny. And then Accountant, have 0 cards in your hand each time you rest.
I don't love this card because sometimes you need to short rest or even long rest before.
But again,
nothing.
Early, we're in the tutorial scenario. Any one of these is valid. The one I took is obviously the more risky one. Like, we might lose the first scenario because I'm literally doing no damage to anything for 3 rounds. But it was just funny.
Luckily, I have skeletons that are doing their work.
But then you're like, oh, should I put my guy here? And you're looking at my positions.
Oh yeah, because
and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get in your way. I'm like, no, you're good.
I listened to him complain about how he needs to get his summons, my summons, all in position.
And then here I'm like, I don't care. Just do whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna hurt me in some way, but I didn't realize that's what all it was.
So anyone who's new to seeing Gloomhaven, or Jaws of the Lion, or Frosthaven, or Gloomhaven Digital, the battle goal system, it's annoying sometimes. Better in this game so far. I've never not had one that I couldn't get done, which is revealing 3 and picking 1 instead of revealing 2 and picking 1. But it's always fun how it's another decision point to decide if you're going to mess with your playstyle or not. You can take them and try to take riskier ones or easier ones, or sometimes you get ones that you can't even do, but then maybe reveal themselves later they are possible. And you have to decide whether is it worth risking to lose the scenario or not. If you lose, you still get your golden experience and everything. But you do have to replay a scenario if you need to, unless it's a side quest or whatever. You can skip it or choose something else. But I like the achievement system. It's straight like PlayStation trophies, Xbox achievements, you know, Steam goals or whatever those are called. It's like from the video game world, this whole like little side achievement option. I just love the extra decision space there, the decision point, the extra stress or not stress, because it's like you could just take it and ignore it, but it has the whole advantage, for those that don't know, of giving you check marks on these perk sheets. Once you fill up 3 check marks, you earn a perk here that can improve your attack modifier deck or give you an ability going forward. So it's like part of the, it's not just the boring old gain experience, you get some cool things. No, you also have this that can help improve your character by being a little riskier or making the right choice on a battle goal, or maybe knowing the scenario or making some educated guesses, you know? But it's a fun little thing. And yes, when you're watching on stream without full information and you have no idea what we have, you're going to be like, these guys are idiots.
No, but that's why it's funny that they don't know.
Yes, which I think it's clever. And why you're trying to guess, like, you know, that's what they were saying. I had pacifist, but I'm like, I would have guessed the same thing. But there are some new ones in here, like prepper. I was just prepping up, summoning something.
Running to open the door.
That's why I was healing in that turn, but I should have waited till the second turn to heal.
Yeah, that would have been better.
What else am I doing? But yeah. So that's the thing. We should show them at the beginning and not show each other, so the chat doesn't go crazy wondering.
Oh, thinking that we're playing silly?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think going forward, we'll do that. Maybe tomorrow's episode, we'll do one at a time. We'll reveal them and just kind of hush hush. But feel free to throw out reminders, because sometimes I forget they're even there. And I totally get to the end of the scenario and I'm like, oh, I totally forgot. What was it?
Yeah. But I do like the idea of once it's complete, like show everybody it's fun, whatever, you got it. It kind of lets everyone know.
I never would think Mel is an idiot.
Thank you. I mean,
thanks, Bob.
Sometimes I am.
You son of a friggin'. Anyways, let's carry on.
Okay. Also, anybody that's watched us play any games knows if we have something that we need to achieve, we're going to do whatever we can to achieve it.
Like Madara uses this thing in it too. And I love, but those were out and open. We were trying to work for them as a team.
Yeah.
But these individual ones are funny.
Yeah.
It might make you feel someone's a traitor, you know?
That's true.
But yeah.
Okay, so I summoned on the top. We have our second summon skeleton right adjacent to me here, hoping, I don't know, we'll see what happens here. Hoping this guy doesn't kill this other skeleton. Now we're going to do the bottom of this one, which is heal oneself. So I'm at 3. If an enemy has died this round, perform a heal oneself, which it didn't because Rob ran away. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And I'm done. I'm at 3 health, 2 skeletons.
This guy is only 3 more.
He is 1 more to die.
Okay.
So if my skeleton lives.
I only have 1 card left in hand, so I don't need to long rest for healing. I don't need to long rest.
Oh yeah, and they were saying that your 1 battle goal would have been hard because you have odd number cards in your hand.
Oh, so, yes.
Yeah,
because the stupid scenario. Yes, yeah, it only gives me 7 cards, right?
Yeah, and I have 9.
5, 6. Oh, yeah, whoops. Yeah, have 0 cards in your hand each time you rest.
Yeah. So
the best way to do that would have been me
you couldn't.
Like locking a card up here.
Oh, yeah, locking a card.
If I kept my summon alive. No, but I still would have had 1 left. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, losing a card for damage. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah,
something like that, but it would have been a challenge.
Yeah, that would have been rough, actually. Yeah, sorry, I realized, I'm not my even number. Good call.
What am I doing here?
Wow, good call. Again, we're not the top level world champion Gloomhaven players, FYI.
Speak for yourself. I'm just kidding.
We may have some in the chat, but it's definitely not us, okay? Just FYI. Maybe by episode 40 we'll be there, but we're not there yet, that's for sure.
I don't know what to play. Are you resting in some form?
Yeah, I'll just long rest. Then I can pick the card I get rid of, right?
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Unless you think I should open the door and get enemies moving in the next room towards us more, because we only have so many cards.
You're stuck in the door, so is that a problem?
Am I though?
Well, I don't know.
I have moved forward.
I don't know what your situation is. But it's going to take some time before my skeletons can get up to you to help formation.
Yeah. I'll just long rest.
It's up to you.
I'll 99 initiative. I'm long resting.
Okay. Let's go with. I guess it doesn't really matter, so I guess I'll keep my earlier card. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're not moving. It doesn't matter, so I'll go 62.
Okay. So Hound first. Move
Yep.
to attack 2.
He's attacking my skeleton.
Oh no!
Please whiff, please whiff. Ah, that's fine. So he's gonna kill skeleton. Okay. He's done. Skeleton is
Actually, here, switch number 1 with number 2. It's just easier to track.
oh,
if you
just with
summon
always
another
number 1? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so skeleton is going to move. He has movement of 2. He's going to move to his target of the wolf, and he's going to attack for 2. We only need 1 to get through. We got it.
Got him.
He's dead.
Yipe, 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 yipe.
Okay.
Okay.
Wolf is dead.
Loot token, please.
Yep.
Come on. Important rule. We don't want to forget.
Okay.
He dropped his purse. Get him.
And then that was skeleton. Okay, myself. I'm going to strengthen an ally within 3. 1, 2, 3. Strengthen you. Oh, it's going to go away, won't it? But whatever.
End of my next turn. Oh, yeah, which is my long rest happening.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I guess it doesn't matter, yeah. Because I can't attack. I can't do anything else with it, so.
Okay.
And then, oh, maybe I do this then. Then I don't have to go get it. Grant one of your summons a loot 1 with you gaining all looted tokens and tiles.
So discard, and the loot you get is 1 coin.
Some change. Okay. Alrighty, done.
Long rest. So I would heal 2, but I'm at full health. I'd ready up my items. I'm good. I'll choose a card to pitch or lose or whatever. Lost card. I don't know.
Yeah, Keith says one rule change I really like is the summons drop loot now. Yes, you don't have to remember who was summoned and who wasn't. Everyone just drops loot. It's nice.
Yes.
I like that as well.
Agreed. Yeah, I remember we used to put tokens on them to remind
Normally
us.
summons cannot loot, but this one grant one of your summons a loot 1 with you gaining all looted tokens and tiles. So normally they cannot loot, but this is granting a loot to a summons.
I'm going to pitch Unbreakable Wall. Okay, done.
Done?
I think.
Okay, I am long resting this round.
Okay, so you're going 99.
Yep.
For sure.
For sure.
And then I will do something, probably get the door open. Would be a good play.
Yes, Apophenia has a good point and says, Mel, one thing you can do when resting is to drop some of your skeletons so they go back in your hand. Might sometimes be helpful depending on your skeleton or on your hand size. Yeah, and if one is going to die anyways, maybe dropping them, putting them in your discard, because you can recycle them. So it is a good strategy for sure. In this case, I'm not going to do that when I rest because he is still full health. We'll try to get him, if Rob can open the door, hopefully before 99, he'll start moving in that direction. But yeah, that definitely is helpful.
And yeah, I don't know if you answered Bart, but we did talk about it. So a summon normally can't loot, only characters.
Yes, and then I showed the card as well.
But yeah, Mel has a card that breaks that rule.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Which is cool. I was just going to play it to move my character to the loot, but I mean, same thing.
Yep.
Hi, Jackpot Man.
Hello. Okay. Okay. I don't know.
Good morning. Good evening. Hello.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, 99.
67. All right. Ounce, none yet. I'll go move for 1, 2. I'm going to step on door 1.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen. So according to the app, I can't find. When door 1 is opened, read section 2.1, which we would go to the section book, but it is linked in this app. So we have it right here. I'll unclick the hiding thing. You've gotten through the more aggressive members of the pack, but that doesn't seem to have discouraged the others at all. These wolves must be hungry, having endured through the entire long winter. But you refuse to be their food. You have greater ambitions than to be a frozen skeleton on the side of the road picked clean of its meat. So here is the setup for the next room. Surprise. Okay.
I actually like having it on screen so that I can see as well.
That should help, so we can let us know if something doesn't line up. Yeah, go from the left, and then I'll slide it over to the right for that part that's blocked. I'll take off the number 1 off here. I'll open the door.
We need a treasure.
So I mean, one. Just all the little overlay tiles here in the middle. I'll put those all down.
And these are.
So it's like, so these will cover the end of the board to kind of mesh it together. Now the rooms are connected.
One of these.
I see.
Yeah.
So these are all difficult terrain?
Oh, sorry. One. Yeah. Yeah. 3 are here. One is.
Let's see. And one's here.
Yeah, and then one over
one's. Over here.
Yeah. Oh, I need one more of those.
Can
Oh, never mind.
Enemies too. So it looks like we need one wolf here on the left. A randomly drawn wolfie. And then we need one here by me somewhere. This spot.
They're all regulars, right?
So far.
So far.
And then I'll slide this over. Oh, we do need an elite.
Oh, we need an elite.
We need an elite hiding down in the bottom right somewhere. It looks like we're missing a snow rock. Do you have a snow rock?
I do not.
Should be a second snow rock somewhere. Maybe we set up snow rocks wrong in some other area. Should have had them all. I thought I counted them all out.
Snow rock 4. 1. Oh, maybe it's different because you only need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, dang nabbit. Maybe it's
Snowdrift.
Snow rock 4. The first room has 3. 1, 2, 3. So in the second room, how are they? Oh, hold on. Why are there so many?
Yeah, I don't know. But again, maybe that's wrong. So now maybe let's go to.
Yeah, let's just go to the real section book. I'm glad I spent $7 on this app.
Test here we're doing.
To keep the play smooth.
Yogi, thank you so much.
Yeah, there's stalagmites, right? That's what I thought. We played this. Yogi, thank you for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your kind generosity. Much appreciated.
Section 2.1.
2.1. Yeah, there's stalagmites. What is going on? Why are there so many issues with the first scenario?
I don't know.
Dude, whoever's creating this app, man.
Maybe we just use it for the text and not the...
I know, but like, how do you get that wrong?
Show me and let me see. Okay.
Jeez. Like, it's the first scenario. Like, the most people have played it already. Maybe nobody's using this app yet or something. That bothers me.
So we need 1 up here.
Oh, to cover the torch, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Stalagmites. Yes.
That's right. Okay. Oh, I see. They're using, I see what they're doing. They're using these things, which we had 4 of. Okay.
They need to fix it. That's a joke. Like, we're already running into this on scenario 0.
And then just like that.
Oh, man. Like, you take $7 and you don't even get the first scenario right. That's nuts. Amateur hour.
1 and 1 goes here. It looks like 1 is here. We have the chest. Okay, so we have an elite. We have a regular.
I need a loot token if you have.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Goes here.
Okay.
So I see 4 loots. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I see no Wolfie back here, but I see Wolfie here. I see difficult terrain in front of him. Difficult terrain here. I got a Wolfie down here. I have a danger trap that looks rightish. No Wolfie here. This is obstacle. Danger trap. Or damage traps, right? Damage of 3, I believe. Chest down here. Super important. Stalagmites. These are obstacles. We have a difficult terrain up here. No Wolfie here, but we have an elite down here, all at 2 players.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got there. We got there.
Yeah, maybe, Alan. Yeah, maybe they're making the app early and things have changed. But
maybe.
I don't know. This is supposedly app is made with like officially like with Isaac sending. I read online. I was looking it up. Is this like fan made? It's basically a fan, but he sends royalties to Cephalo Fair Games, supposedly. So I couldn't find the PDFs out there to use just to bring up on screen. And I think that's because they're trying to hide stuff behind paywalls and things. So you buy the other apps and stuff. But it's kind of crappy when, yeah. But it's like a lot of people already have like the game, you know, and you think if this is made with any kind of official capacity, they would have at least been sent the latest PDF, you know? Yeah. The app itself says need 4 stalagmites. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
But either way, I'm looking at a picture that's confusing me. Shouldn't it make it easier without giving me trouble? So, yeah, weird. Okay, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can continue your move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so the hounds are now here, so they'll go after you.
Yeah, so we'll move this down here. Okay, and they'll just move to attack 2. So right now, I have 2 more movement points. I'm standing to move away. I could just let it hit me. It's not the worst thing. Oh, no, if I move away this way, I won't get hit.
No, you won't.
Can I do it so I have a range 3 attack, but if I move like 1 more point here,
It's still.
1, 2, 3, I can hit it, but it'll still move and hit me.
Yeah.
Is that the worst thing?
Depends, not really.
I don't know. I do have some pulls and things, I think.
Just watch your
No, I
back for
did.
the other one.
Yeah.
But those are the stalagmites are obstacles, right?
Yes.
So okay, so he's got to go around them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think I'll just take the hit. I'll stay here. And only move 3 movement.
Yeah, Key says you have 10 health. Yeah, they do
Yeah,
10,
yeah.
2 damage.
I'm good. So I'll just do the javelin. I want to create air too, because then maybe I can line up. I have like this. If I take air, I can add an extra damage, get some advantage and some experience, you know? So I'll just prepare basically, and I can't get the air unless I make the attack. So I was trying to think if I could reach this guy, but I can't throw my javelin that far yet. I need to keep working on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you're not strengthened anymore. Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, that's gone. Yep. But I haven't taken damage. I'll lose this, but that's fine if I get hit.
If it may not even hit.
Yeah. So I'm definitely creating air at the end of my turn, but I'll do it now so don't forget. So attack 3. So 4.
He's dead.
Oh.
They're only 4 health.
Okay, even better.
The elites are 6 health.
So loot token was dropped?
Yep.
Dropped his purse?
Dropped his purse.
Okay. No XP on that attack. Okay. Benito, hounds. Move 2. So this one, I guess.
Those are
they're just difficult, right?
Yeah.
So it needs to get closer. I think it's closer by just stepping on one of these, right? Trying to get to like here, then going all the way around, right?
Yep.
So I think that's how that works. Because it's not a negative terrain from what I looked up. Negative is like traps or hazards. That's just, it wants to move the shortest way using the least amount of movement points to get it closer. I think that's still valid, right?
And then the elite one.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna go around.
Okay.
Okay, and then me. So I'm at 99, so my summon is just gonna move 2, trying to get to some things out here. And then I am going to ready my robes. I'll gain my health going to 5. And then I'm going to lose a card, which I just need a second. Maybe it's this one. I don't think you need to be strengthened at the moment. Yeah, let's get rid of that one.
Locator, at least 2 days. At least 2 vacation days. If you want to enjoy it and do it properly and slowly without rushing.
2 days?
8 hours minimum. Well, you obviously got to have breaks and, you know.
I mean, you might need a whole...
Go outside, touch some grass, breathe, you know, realize there's more to life than organizing board games, and so you don't lose your sanity.
You might need a whole week, though, if you're organizing it, punching it out, doing all of that. Then you're reading the rules, painting your minis.
If you're also building one of the official storage solutions, add another 8 hours.
Yeah, you might need a whole week. Just take a whole week. Yeah, you won't regret it.
3 hours with a pile of Band-Aids, if you want to go really fast. Paper cuts everywhere.
Oh, is it only 1 HP? Sorry.
Why are we doing 2?
I don't know.
Is
that not from before?
I was just assuming it was 2.
So did I.
But I read the rules like twice. How do I, it's this Gloomhaven stuff.
Yeah.
What, Gloomhaven 2?
Oh, maybe it is 2.
Maybe it is only 2.
Maybe Edgar's wrong. I don't know. We'll find out in one sec.
Edgar's rarely wrong, though.
Very true.
Edgar's playing the bootleg version, maybe. Oh, you're asking.
Oh, you're asking.
That's what the question mark is.
I thought you were questioning me, which is what I thought the question mark was.
But did you heal too?
I did.
Okay.
I was at 3.
Got you, Edgar. Edgar's asking.
You're asking. Let me see if I can find the answer. Yeah, I thought he was questioning me.
He said you healed 1, no?
No, I was at 3, and I went to 5. I changed it.
Oh, the wheel got bumped, probably.
Well, I changed it back to 4 when Edgar said.
Oh, okay.
So then I changed it back to 4. But let me see it.
We're at 5.
We're at 5.
I think that's legit.
Yes. Now, I summoned 2 skeletons, so I would have been down to 2 health, but then I healed 1 from this card. So I was at 3 health. Then I just rested going to 5. But
yeah, I'm only joking about the setup time. It does take a while to organize. I saw a lot of people saying 6-ish hours is the number. I see Rosethorn saying the same. Obviously, it depends on how you're sorting it. If you total up all the time, it took me to go print, index things, get the Plano boxes, figure out which ones, read some solutions online. I'm still organizing. I was even spending hours this morning sorting out card trays, deciding which card trays to use. If you want to pass over that other one for a sec.
Yep.
I showed some of these on our members only stream when I was trying to figure out how to organize. This is what I settle on for now, but I think I'll change as we go. But I literally just threw all the items back here. We'll get them as we need. And then our available crafting and purchasable are up here. Our current blueprints, our other blueprints that aren't available. I have our personal quests, our current building cards, and then our road events are here with the divider in between. This just takes up less table space, can sit kind of off camera, and it doesn't take, it's not that weird L shape. That weird L shape thing in the box is great for putting it back in the box or traveling with it. But man, the way it fits on the table and on our side tables and carts and stuff, it was like just awkward. I was going to cut it, but then I just decided, I'll just use something else.
it is heal 2, and it's optional.
Heal 2 optional.
Perform a heal 2.
Which again, with a battle goal, you might not want to heal.
Yeah. But thank you for questioning that. I was like, maybe we're just making that up.
Yep.
Okay. All right, picking cards again. I need to get my
Thank you, Roman. What are we at for likes?
I don't know. It doesn't show me anymore.
143 likes.
Wow.
More likes than the people currently watching. I appreciate it.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for the support. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
It's always good to help people like YouTube. People will find the first episode and then can maybe join in on future videos and stuff. I think it's good, like in the chat while we're live and things. So it's like good, especially good on the first video, just to get it like a lot of likes.
Yeah.
Because like now it's happening, so it's good. It's like a good time for people to get in rather than we're in like 15 episodes in, right?
Yeah.
It's like hard to catch up.
Thank you, everyone. Okie dokie.
Okay.
I'm going to pick cards now. Okay.
Yes.
5 health. I think I'm going to summon
doesn't.
another skeleton. We're going to get, or do I know? Maybe I give some movement to my skeletons to get them in the mix.
Or get up there and then
2.
deploy some skeletons further ahead or later when you're actually up in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe I do this. Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, the problem is, yeah, I'm not going to be beside the guy to use the air. Because no, I'm not going to get an enemy near me unless I
Well,
go.
unless you go after, he's going to move 1, 2, and then can you move to here? Can you move 3?
Yeah, but I was thinking of using my damage on this guy, like, well, he'll go 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'd have to short rest.
Oh, to get a...
Yeah, maybe I do that actually. Yeah, it's kind of silly.
I mean,
but it's just
not
the
bad.
intro.
But I do think that we should collect some of this loot on the ground and definitely get the chest.
Yeah, especially, okay, this is the real reason we're playing Scenario Zero. Now that everyone left who's like a new player is like, okay, I get it. You guys know the real reason we're playing Scenario Zero without skipping it wasn't because we need a refresher on Gloomhaven.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
It's not to help people out who maybe are learning Frosthaven, need to see some other people play through it, okay? It wasn't about just asking questions if I'm playing the Banner Spear correctly and the Bone Shaper properly. And to hang out with the chat and have fun. None of that. None of that. Okay. The real reason is when I saw there was a unique loot chest tied to the tutorial scenario, numbered 47, I must know.
Yeah, we must get it.
I can't skip it. How am I supposed to skip that? I see what you guys did, the developers. I see what you've done here. Anyways, all right, that's a real reason. Now you know. Okay. So yes, I keep eyeballing this over and over again.
Oh, Edgar says, I will not consider the scenario completed unless you get all the loot.
Oh, that's our new house rule. Real mercenaries clean up all the loot.
Yeah, no loot left behind.
With 7 cards to start the scenario.
Yeah, it might be a challenge.
I don't think it's going to happen.
But we'll do our best.
If I had the 10, maybe.
We'll do our best.
But I'm just aiming for this. But we do have to kill all the enemies. So if these guys take too long to get to us, we might run out of time. But I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to short rest at the end of the last turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will do some random. This one's lost. Oh, that's not the one I want to lose.
Oh, I got to lose a health then.
Yeah, so I'll lose a health, which will get rid of my regen. Going down to 9. Okay.
Lookter's asking if you still have the loot vacuum card I made for you.
I'm hoping there's one included in this game, but I don't think so.
Yeah, the chest could be empty, or Dominic says it would be funny if it's a trap.
Oh man,
that would be funny.
Yeah, that's the way to get players to not want to continue playing your game.
Or
Here's
just
the first scenario. Try out our new game Frosthaven and learn. Smash 5 damage. What?
Suckers.
They'll never open a chest for the rest of the playthrough.
You don't know about those mimic chests?
All right. I'm good. Ready?
Good? Yeah. I'm
67.
18.
Okay, you're going before Hounds. I'm going last. Okay, Bone Shaper. Summons first.
Moving 2. 1, 2.
Exciting.
Okay. I think I want to do this one first. Yeah, let's do this one first. So we're going to do the bottom, which is myself. I get 2 movement. Boom, boom. And then grant one of your summons 2 movement.
And you choose which way it goes. It's like granting means you control how much it uses, where it goes.
Yeah, and this situation doesn't really matter.
Which was something I didn't realize the very first game we played.
Okay, and then I'm going to summon again, or summon another skeleton. That is going to give me 1 experience, and I'm going to go down to 3 health, losing 2. I'm going to summon him here. And that is my turn.
Also with Mel's character, you choosing to summon over movement and the fact your guys in general can't loot that easy, your summons, mean it would be definitely harder for your type of character who's more of a stay at the back line and your puppet master controlling.
Well, I think
does it give all of them?
Grant one of your but if I could get a summon in,
yeah, but it's still more rare than you just moving and going move here, get loot, move 4, get loot, move 2, get loot, right?
But I think that's why cards like this exist for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm just saying. So it's like this is a lot, but I think they also designed this for 4 players to be running around trying to get all the loot. So
yeah, because
if we get like half of it, I consider it we're good.
Yeah.
But the chest, that's for sure happens.
Chest is for sure. I'm done my turn.
Okay, Hounds. Elite goes first. 1, 2. Nobody to hit, right?
Yep, 1, 2.
Okay. And then they're done. Banner Spear. I have no summons to go before me. I am going to move for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's done. Bottom of this. I'll go to top of this. It's 2 attack. I'm doing a deflecting maneuver. It has this little add-on thing here. If I consume the air, which the air is waning, I will consume it down to inert. We'll add a +1 to this attack, so it's attack 3. I have advantage, so I'll draw 2 cards and pick the best. And I also gain an experience, which I'll take right now. And all attacks targeting, that's a separate ability that'll happen after. So I drew a -1 and a -1. I think I probably need to do a poll for the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Or look up in the rules which one is actually better. I'm not sure. Is it the left one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyone know? Can you let me know in the chat what do you think it is, left or right, which is the proper choice here? This is kind of confusing. I'm not sure. But anyways, I'll go with Mel's decision. I'll take that one. Okay, so it's -1. So it just cancels out the +1. So I'm hitting for 2 on the Wolfie. He has 6 health, going down to 4 left. But he retaliates 2. Ouchie. So I'm down to 7 health. Oh, that's on attack. It's retaliate. Okay. And then all attacks targeting you this round gain disadvantage, but whatever. I'll put that up here because it has a little circle on it, so that'll sit up there for the rest of the round. This goes to my lost pile. Roman says, if you're not sure which one is better, pick the first one. Oh, okay. The left one is better, says Alan. You can tell by the coloration. Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, that's where I was going.
Janet says right is always right. Pat says left. And Keith looked up in the errata in the official FAQ and says the right one is the choice.
Oh, Yogi did too. The right one is in the FAQ. Right. Yep.
I love all the answers. None of them are the same, but they all got there.
It's okay. See,
this is normal. This is exactly normal. What happens when you're playing Gloomhaven? You ask a rules question in the chat or in a forum. You get like 7 different reasons why this answer is right or this answer is right.
Yeah. It's all up to interpretation, and everybody is different.
Again,
yeah.
Not everything about the #1 rated game before was correct, but or was the best.
I mean, that's why it's not #1 anymore.
Yeah. Frosthaven's out. Now that one's not as good anymore. All right.
Okay. Oh, we're back to round again, right? You're done?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Maybe my skeletons can do something then.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh, right. We're not done.
End of turn looting.
Oh,
derp.
I got to mark this down.
So in this app, you can click, I think, this little button down here. Again, this is the first time we did it. I got the treasure chest when we were practicing, but I didn't look it up. I didn't want to know. So, because we weren't keeping loot or anything, we were just learning our cards and stuff. I think this is.
Oh.
Is that right? I like the way they put this in here though, so I don't have to look it up.
I mean, I can check.
But again, we should probably look up a few things just for the first few times.
Not in this one. It's in this one.
Yeah, it's a rule book, I think, right?
I don't remember which one.
No, I think it's a rule book.
Which is this one?
I think it's a rule book.
What page is it on?
No, rule book.
Oh, rule book.
I think
Sorry,
so.
my brain didn't understand fully what you were saying.
I think so. Yeah,
yep.
It's rule book.
Okay, I'll look it up. Yep, that's right.
The cool part is you don't have to have wandering eyes, right?
Yep, rule book.
It's rule book, yeah.
Yeah, remember when we were playing that one and Janet looked up answers for us because we didn't even want to look at all?
Yeah, so in the app, it should only show us what we need to see. So I do appreciate the idea there.
Yeah, so we got 47. I've marked it down.
And yeah, I'm very surprised that they don't have loot lookups in the section book. Just like spread out throughout, right? As different pages and sections to look up. So you only see like 1 loot per page kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Okay, so you get 5 XP.
That's experience?
Yeah.
Is that not 5? Look. Is that not, I don't get to open the sun class 5 times?
Mm-mm.
Isn't that what that means?
I don't know. There's even a sun class in this box.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know.
5 XP, so I'm going to 7. Yeah, really.
Janet says, sorry, can't do that. No game yet.
No
worries. No worries.
Oh, ouch. Sorry.
Sorry.
Janet, we weren't trying to stick it to you. We promised.
No, we just appreciate you.
Yes. Yes. I
think we have the rule book in the, is it linked in the description or no?
Probably not.
No, that's fine.
But there's a PDF of the rule book. So yes, Janet, you could have had the PDF open and been looking it up. No excuse.
No,
just kidding. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, we're going to use the app. It should be fine. It should be fine. Okay.
Okay. Now we're picking cards. 1, 2.
Oh, Ross says I use an interactive PDF, which hides. Man, where's the the rules PDF? Yes. But I couldn't find the scenario and the section book PDFs. I should have asked you guys at the start of the stream. Does anyone have those or know where they are? I couldn't find them through Google Foo. But if anyone gets a hold of those anytime in the future, drop it in the comments down below if you're watching later. If they posted them somewhere. Maybe they're waiting until everyone has their copies or something. But yeah, it'd be nice just to look. But I have the app now, I guess, so it should be fine. But I just like to bring stuff up on screen so you guys can see it full screen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Picking cards.
Oh yeah, end around. This would go here. Choosing cards. And loot's done. 5 XP.
I've marked it in our tracker as well that we've got it.
Ready?
Yep.
32.
26.
26, right there. Okay, still good. All right, Bone Shaper.
Summon. Number 1 is going to move 1, 2. And then he's going to attack for 2 with this one. 2. What were you going to say?
For the reason that leave it open if you're going to move there into loot, and even if you did
Well, I would
loot, it would be loot 1 anyway. But I don't think it's ever good to have your summons block loot spots when I'm playing the board game with you, because then I wouldn't have been able to jump there, or you wouldn't be able to jump there.
Okay.
So it's just for future.
Yeah.
Right now, does not matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
But just keep that in mind, because your little skeletons by default can only loot like once every time you cycle through a card, and it's only one of them. So yes.
Well, it's loot.
But you do whatever.
It's not one space. It's like range 1, isn't it? Like,
yes.
Yeah. So
he can go there and still get it.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying. But if you were trying to get him up here to do that,
well, I don't think I can.
But he can't, because there's no enemies up there to move towards unless you're granting the movement over and over.
I don't think I have enough to grant them that way, because then by the time I did that, they would just start moving towards enemy anyways.
Yeah. But you do whatever, because again, you might have a battle goal of use summons to cover loot spots to annoy your other players. No, I'm just joking.
1, 2. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just kidding.
Okay. So he's going to attack for 2 on wolf number 2. And then he takes a retaliate of 1. And then this summon is just going to try to get into the fun by going there. All right, then I'm going to grant one of your summons a move +0, attack +0. Well, let's just choose this one, because he doesn't need to move, but he can do the attack. I guess I could move him if I wanted, but I don't think I need him to be anywhere else. So there's an attack of 2.
You've been getting all your XP you need from making skeletons and
3
stuff?
so far.
You didn't get any others on cards?
Not so far. I can start doing things like these ones that.
Oh, yeah.
But not yet. +1. So 3. So he's dead.
Oh, man.
Is that bad?
Well, how are you supposed to get your XP off your other ones of 4 attack and stuff? You can't do the attack.
Well, I won't be able to. It's fine. It's fine. If I get.
That's fine.
Like 3 or 4.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Loot 1 now, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be on my next one. Okay, so that was the top of this one. So now the bottom.
Well, you won't be able to, because he'll move. Unless you're beside him to stop him from moving back to you. Well, I guess you'd move towards this guy if he's still alive.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
He still would move away.
Okay, and then I have move 3, but I am, again, only going to move 2. Again, this guy's in my way, so we're moving 2. Okay, done.
Hound. Bite.
Yes. Attack of 2, +1 is 3.
Oh, no. I'll use this shield to suffer 1 less. So I take 2, going down to 5. All right. Banner Spear. I don't know what I'm even doing here, but whatever. Banner Spear. I'm going to summon a reinforcement. Hiya! And this goes here. I control the movement of this summon. Okay, he doesn't get to activate on this current turn, but that is fine. I just need him to do his job and stand there and look pretty. So I'm going to flip this little thing in my top attack. So I have an ally beside me, and we have the enemy kind of between us, right? So it's kind of like this, but mirrored. So I have ally, me, so me, ally, attack. So I attack for 3 with wound.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, this is going to end the scenario.
That's fine.
No!
I mean, obviously, you didn't expect that to happen, but.
So that's 6 damage.
He's dead.
Has only 4 health left. Boom. So we have to the end of the round, but the round's going to end right here.
I guess if you could move
I get an XP for that. I get an XP for that.
Or did you? Oh, you summoned.
No, I did a summon.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I was being cute, but I should.
No. It's still good. It's still good.
Okay. End of the round, right?
Yep.
Nothing else to do.
Okay, let's get the book out.
Whoopsie.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We wanted to see one of those formation attacks go off in the playthrough, so I'm glad it did.
Well, I was hoping to get them all in tomorrow's stream. This one is kind of a silly, fun scenario.
We lost? We didn't lose?
Well, we lost from Edgar's
rules. Because we didn't get all ICSC. Sorry.
In Edgar's mind, we haven't won a scenario yet, but according to the rule book, we have. So. Oh, and the reinforcement, yes. Oh, did I forget that one earlier? I don't think I did, right?
I don't know how much XP you have.
9 XP I got.
You have 4 things cause you to get XP?
I definitely summoned him twice. I did one of these attacks. I got the 5 from the chest. And then something else I did earlier.
Okay.
I think, this one. The air
yes.
consuming.
I
think that's all I did.
146 XP to go. Kenji, this is scenario 0. So yeah, it's like the first
intro
tutorial
optional refresher tutorial scenario for returning players or new players to just play with low amount of loot, low amount of risk, low amount of difficulty, simplified rules. You have a set card hand. You can only, I guess, play it with starting characters because it lists the starting character card only, but you could obviously come back here and play it with later characters. You could make your own hands. It'll make it easier though. You could mess with the difficulty level if you wanted, but it recommends it at 0 or at 1, level 1. And we're playing with hounds, but we don't even use their ability deck. They just have a set ability. Yeah, it's just meant to be a tutorial refresher scenario and just a way for us to make sure we're kind of playing some things right before we get into episode 2, scenario 1, the official beginning of our campaign in tomorrow's live stream. 12 Eastern, tune in. Should be fun playing a real scenario with like, I think it's like 4 different enemy types. We have scenario allies are in there. Yeah, a lot more.
We're actually using like their full cards, like instead
full
of
abilities, full card hands, battle goals. We'll have it all. It'll be all fun.
Oh, battle goals. Yeah, I'll tell you guys mine in a second because you guys don't know. Okay, so ending a scenario, whether you won or lost, recover all discarded, lost cards and item cards. Okay, all good. Reset your dials. Go back to 6 on my health only. Reset your health. Remove all conditions. Remove all blesses and curse and -1 cards from attack modifier deck.
Which we got none in our deck, but when we were playing the other day, I don't think I left any in there.
No, I think I checked them all.
Yeah, we checked them all. Okay.
Applefenia, thank you so much. Thank you.
$5 super chat. Congrats on beating scenario 0. Okay, don't reward us beating the easy tutorial scenario. Okay. Come on.
That's so funny. Sorry. Gain XP from your dials. So I gained 3. I'm gonna rate kind of light because I have to keep erasing. So I gained 3. You gained how much XP?
9.
9. Oh, write that in.
Gotta write this stuff down.
Gain gold from your loot cards. I gained 2 gold.
I gained 6.
Okay, there's mine.
And we have to build a new loot deck for tomorrow's scenario too.
If scenario is completed, gain resources from loot cards. It was all only gold, so we don't need to worry. Gain check marks for achieving battle goals. So you already know you got yours.
Oh yeah.
Mine was slowpoke. Move no more than 2 hexes on each turn. I know. I saw this and was like, oh yes. And that's why I like made specific jokes like when I played the move 3, but only moved 2.
Yeah.
So I get 2.
Slowpoke, that's easy.
Yeah, that was so easy. I saw that and was like, yes.
Yeah, why is that 2 check mark? I guess in some scenarios, when they're race scenarios, it's like, ooh.
And certain characters, this is the bad thing. Yeah. Right? Yeah. But for me, I was like, that's so easy.
Yeah, that's good.
Gain perk marks for achieving masteries. We didn't.
What were your other ones? Here's your other ones. You had Dynamo and Pickpocket for those who want to see some different ones here. Dynamo, kill an enemy with an attack that would have caused at least 4 or more points of damage than necessary.
Yeah, not happening.
Pickpocket, collect 2 or more loot tokens by performing a loot ability while adjacent to 1 or more enemies.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't like this one at all. When I saw the Slowpoke, I was like, this is just perfect for my character.
Nice.
Okay, and then we don't get any masteries. You didn't do that. Read the scenario conclusion.
Okay. I'll shuffle those up before we check next tomorrow. Scenario conclusion.
Do you need one of these books? I don't know if that's in there, is it?
I don't know. Let's find out. Again, this is our first time. I literally just got this app this morning. Like, I don't know. Probably in here, like hidden somewhere. So it's section 2.2 as indicated here, right? At the end of the round, read that. Let's see if it's at the bottom maybe. And this app's built for like touchscreen, but I'm using like a mouse with it, so it's a little weird, but normally you'd be swiping with your finger. I don't know. Let me zoom out maybe. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's off to the right.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop. I'll do the pinch and zoom on the thing. Okay, whatever. Spoilers. Howling the Snow conclusion. With enough of the pack slain, the rest slink off back into the white wasteland. I'm going to stop right here. Another thing I saw mentioning earlier, I didn't want to interrupt Mel's turn.
Oh, sorry.
I try not to interrupt Mel too much. but I definitely have to interrupt her. It's my job, because that's what I do. But people are mentioning the Foreteller app, which I'm 99% sure we backed.
I think we did.
When we backed it, we paid for it. But when I was setting up this morning, I thought of it.
I forgot all about it, actually.
But then I was like, I don't want to look it up, get it all worked in, and then have it reading stuff. Gloomhaven is not exactly the most text-heavy story reading. It's like, I feel like just the right amount.
Yeah.
And I don't mind reading it out loud. I know my voice is not as good as some paid voice actors doing Foreteller stuff. But you could always hit the mute button on your YouTube app. It's just in the bottom left of the player. And then you can open up your Foreteller app and click play and listen to it read by someone else. I might try it in future streams if I remember to set it up before the stream and all that. And find my like download code or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
But I'm pretty sure we added it on our backing. Those who watched us do it would know, but
I think we did.
I'm pretty sure we did. And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't get any YouTube copyrights and stuff from music and things. Maybe I can mute the music in it and whatever. But every now and then I use like a digital board game or a digital app with a board game. And if it plays music, sometimes I get like copyright notices and strikes and it's a headache. Yeah. So hopefully I can just play the voice audio and it's all good to play that on stream. But yeah, I don't mind. It's not much reading. And I apologize if people don't like to hear me reading.
Some do by Raw.
I know. It. But okay, so back to that. So that's what it is. So there is an app for those that don't know, Foreteller. You can pay for it, and it will read the story with voice actors and stuff. Really cool. Really cool. And we paid for it, but I probably won't ever use it. But whatever. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll show you. But yeah, just so you know, you go look it up, and you can probably find some demos and things. Every time I let go of the mouse, it clicks again. With enough of the pack slain, the rest slink off back into the white wasteland. But there is no time for celebration. No cheers to mark your victory. You still need to get over the next ridge before nightfall. And all you've done is tire yourself out. The caravan trudges forward. Some of its members nod solemnly to you as they pass. And thanks for keeping them alive just a little longer. This brutal place has not won today, but there is always tomorrow. Rewards. This is very loose. You should be ready to take on scenario 1. I don't know. We might need to play it again.
Do we need to do a poll?
I think we might need to play at least 6 more times with all the different, even more with all the different character combinations.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we're ready. No, I'm just joking. We're fine. On the following page in the scenario book, do not perform an outpost phase until you have completed scenario 1. So there you go. We will be doing outpost phase on tomorrow's stream to see what all is new with the outpost, the in-between stuff. So they did like Sword and Sorcery did this already. Massive Darkness 2 did it already. There's a few other games we played recently through completely on the channel. And it's Sword and Sorcery Arcane Chronicles or something, right? Ancient Chronicles?
Ancient Chronicles.
Ancient Chronicles, they added that in. There's some other games that do it that we've played campaigns of that do like even Imperial Assault did it, right? Between the whole buying and selling but this does like a full outpost phase where you're unlocking buildings, repairing buildings, events, attacking Frosthaven. You can hire like town guards and upgrade town guards to fight off the invaders. You can build walls, you can craft items, brew potions, level up. It's like all the stuff you would have done at Gloomhaven, between Gloomhaven scenarios, but amplified. And some extra steps there. So I'm very excited to try it. I remember we read the rules about it on stream before, like a year ago, and I was already kind of pumped to try it out. But we've not done it off stream or anything. So you guys are going to join us tomorrow after tomorrow's completed scenario. I believe whether you win or lose, you can go back to Frosthaven or the Frosthaven outpost.
You can, yeah.
So it should happen no matter what tomorrow. And you guys we'll go through it and we'll talk it out. I'm going to reread the rules for it tomorrow and make sure we're kind of understand but we'll go through it step by step so that we understand it, because we'll be doing it every single episode after that.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited. Like I really want to try this, but it didn't make sense to try it off stream and do like a fake outpost phase and take all our loot and level up to just have to reset it all anyway.
That's true.
But
I think it would be a great place for viewers to kind of comment on things they think we should do, especially as we get further into the campaign of what you think. Yeah.
Janice says you can find the code in your backer kit account. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you. I will do that, but I don't think I'll do it for tomorrow. So tomorrow still, I'm sorry, you get the wish.com version of Foreteller by me reading out loud, stumbling over words and not pronouncing anything correctly.
Actually, there's not crazy made up words so far.
There will be.
There will be, though, I'm sure.
There will be.
There's some games. I think the worst lately was our Skyrim
Yeah, yeah.
Some of those words I'm like, I
The
don't
world-
even, this
yes.
doesn't exist.
The world of Tamriel is loaded with just
Made up
the
words.
weirdest names and yeah.
Yes, our chat will build Frosthaven. Exactly. Exactly.
Super excited about the whole interactivity. Like, not just before it was like, let's vote on a choice on a road event.
Yeah.
Like now it's like, what the heck do we build?
Yeah.
What do we repair? Ooh, should we make some potions? Should we craft some items? Like, let's do it. And that's another reason why I don't think playing with Kyle on a weeknight when we only have a few hours, because we really like to get into that stuff.
Yeah.
And
we don't want to feel rushed.
Yeah, we don't want to rush it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because that's a fun part of the game for sure.
But if Kyle could join us on some weekend days, but I don't think it happens with the kids and the family and stuff. But yeah, it would be fun to definitely play. Obviously, Frosthaven, Gloomhaven, those kind of games get more fun when you start mixing more pieces into the puzzle of other characters, feeding off each other, using elements, cards that combo.
Oh, definitely.
You know, imagine my banner spear with my own allies, your allies, and some other characters, even maybe summoning more stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like then I could definitely get some cool things, but it could also get in the way of me doing those things too.
Yeah, characters healing each other, granting actions to each other. Yeah, it's definitely a fun puzzle for sure.
Yep.
I have a question for you though, now that we played through this. How are you feeling with your character?
Well, I didn't.
Here's
the problem. They purposely, that whole 7-card nerf annoys me a little bit because it's not a good scenario for me to practice a character because they kind of limit your cards and your options and like keep it super simple. But tomorrow will be more of another test. Okay. So I'm excited to try it tomorrow, see how it goes. There's more enemies on the board and stuff.
Right.
But I have like more cards to choose from, right? So I'm feeling like I want this card in the deck. But we can talk about it tomorrow. We'll build the deck on stream. You guys can chime in, right? If you have your Frosthaven at home or have access to like find online or maybe on Tabletop Simulator or something, have all the cards. Feel free to chime in and help us build our decks tomorrow. As a part of the step of setting up a scenario, we can go through on what 10 cards should I use, what 12 cards, right? You should use. If you have any suggestions, you know, based on a scenario setup, what we see, even if you don't have the game and don't know what's going on, play along. Like play along, get involved. We'll go through it very slowly and methodically tomorrow. So it'll probably be a much longer stream tomorrow for sure.
Sorry, I think there was still more on this.
Oh.
Read the scenario conclusion. Gain all scenario rewards. Gain 4 minus character inspiration. So we gain 2 inspiration.
Oh yeah, that's
Forgot
a thing.
that.
On the campaign sheet.
2 inspiration. Update the map, which we will do when we get the big one out. And return to Frosthaven for an outpost phase, but we don't do that in this one. Or play a link scenario. Okay. Yeah, because we have to remember the inspiration.
Oh, Pat says the biggest thing with the outpost phase that it gets progressively longer and longer, and I assume
which makes sense as you have more things to do in the outpost phase.
We've seen that in other games too, right? We've definitely seen that in other games.
Yeah. That was so fun. I'm so glad to have this back on the table.
Oh, Michael R has a pro tip. Warning, level up to level 50 before you move on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apophinia said the same thing. Just keep doing scenario zero until you're level 9 and have 1,000,000 gold. And Edgar says, I would grind the scenario until I'm full with resources and at least a level 1 or 2.
But we're not going to do that on stream because that'd be super boring. And if we do it off stream, people are going to think we just cheated and we stole a bunch of resources and maybe we just pretended to play. But the loot chest is gone, so why do I want to play the scenario again if there's no loot chest? That doesn't make sense.
True. Pat, yes, it is only if you completed the scenario. It does say gain 4 minus character inspiration. But again, if you're playing with 4 characters, then I guess you would get none.
But you're just reading the reference on the back. But if we go to page 47, actually, let's go to page 47.
Oh, there is a loot card in the loot deck that we didn't get. That's true.
Is there though?
Isn't there? Based on the table, I thought there was.
Show me the scenario.
Oh, maybe there's not.
Does it have a random one?
No.
No. Show it.
No loot, just things.
Yeah, so this one you can't get the, but if we look at tomorrow's scenario, which is right here, I know because when I was setting up, I did it, but then we didn't even draw. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, we don't get one in there?
You know, it shows it in the rules as the example.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's like a loot card. Like this. See that bottom one? You put a random loot in there, so you might want to replay a scenario until you find the random loot, but you have to check it off once you do it once, so you can't keep farming it. But that's a really neat one too.
Scenario XP, we already got that. We got that. We got our gold, our resources.
No, but there is no scenario XP for this one, I don't think.
No, I think they're just talking about like from our part on here, but we already did that. If that's
no, but usually a scenario will have bonus XP for beating it.
I see. Yeah,
but I think the tutorial doesn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So winning the scenario, losing the scenario, completed scenario.
I think we did all of this.
Looted, battle goals.
We didn't do our
masteries. Oh yeah.
I didn't even read mine actually, to be honest. I may have done it.
Oh, I didn't even have the banners in this one, so it's fine. Scenario rewards, which all it was go ahead, play the next scenario. Oh, and inspiration right here. So if you win, gain inspiration equal to 4 minus the number of characters. See page 54. Inspiration is tallied on the campaign sheet. Oh yeah, we're gonna have stickers adding new rules in too. That's another thing.
So, go ahead. Can you put my can you put my mastery on the screen there? I just want to show you. I think I get it. I think I get it by default, just because I don't know what F15 is.
No, all the eyes are missing.
I know, but I just think it's funny.
What is happening?
What?
Where are the eyes? I paid for a full game and I'm missing all the eyes. I expect a bunch of eyes sent in the email. Look at your first turn. First turn.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what is with
what
this?
happened here?
I don't know. This is weird.
I never actually read it until right now.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
So Mel's is kill at least 15 of your summons. Oh, this is killing. You have to track this.
Which I don't have any cards that let me kill them right now. Anyways.
I don't think this is all in one scenario, because that would not really make sense. But you do have a lot of summons, I think, later. But killing them is not the enemy killing them. I looked this up in the FAQ. It's not the enemy killing them. It's not you choosing to discard them from active. It is literally abilities like...
I don't have any of them available yet.
Yeah, you do.
Well, maybe not in that deck.
Yeah, give me your X cards. It's in your X cards, I think. I was looking this up when I was reading about the character before. X cards. This one. Exploding Corpse.
Oh, yeah.
Designate one of your summons and perform this. Attack this. Yeah, right here. Kill designated summon. I bet you have other cards that you unlock later that kill a summon.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, you need to actually kill them. I don't think you can attack them normally to kill them yourself.
I don't think so.
But I think it's only related to this. So after you using this card 15 times was a lost card. So it's going to take you a while.
Unless I can get other ones that do that as I level up.
Oh, unless, hold on. No, all enemies adjacent. I was going to say, if this said all of them are dealt damage from this guy blowing up, you could blow up to kill other ones, but it's purposely not letting you do that. But maybe there is cards that let you do that. He says, I don't see anything that says you don't get scenario XP. Oh, you're saying this?
Oh, it's just automatically.
No, back of the rule book. Right here. I got it.
Oh, I know, but why doesn't
You're
it not
talking
list
about this experience, like bonus XP, right? But sometimes it'll actually give you XP as a scenario reward, right? Like if it's like Gloomhaven. So when you're saying scenario XP, I'm picturing in the orange box at the end saying, you win, get an item, open this scenario, and gain 50 XP per player or whatever. But you're talking about bonus experience.
Which, why is it not listed as gain the bonus experience based on the loot table?
Yeah, we get this, I think.
Yeah, it's just funny that it...
bonus, 6 extra XP?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, guys. I assumed you were talking about in the, like, scenario rewards.
Oh, can I have my pad? That's over
there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I see what you're saying. Is that not on the steps, though, on the back?
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it is, and I missed it. Recover,
right here,
reset, remove. Gain experience from dials. Gain loot cards. Gold from loot.
Maybe it just is part of this.
Oh, sure, maybe. But like everything else is so specific.
Yeah.
You would think they would either say it or put it in brackets.
Yeah, gain experience from dials, gain gold from loot cards. Then if it's completed, gain resources from loot cards, check marks for achieving battle goals, perk. Read the scenario. Oh, the conclusion would give you stuff like unlocking and extra things. And then all scenario rewards.
I need to
it's
probably
just kind of open and generic. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe I need to just put here like bonus XP so that I will remember. Or I have you guys to remind me.
Yeah.
So I now have 9 XP.
And the masteries for my character, for those that are curious, attack at least 3 enemies. And this has to be in the same scenario, I'm pretty sure. I mean, in the FAQ it says, I think, in the same scenario for some and not others, but it's not clear, I think.
Yeah, like I can't kill 15 of my summons in one
Maybe you have
scenario.
a card later that lets you do it, though.
I don't even have 15. I wouldn't even be able to get 15 summons on the board with 12 cards.
But this says attack at least 3 enemies with each of 3 different area of effect attack abilities.
Okay.
That is super confusing to me. Attack at least 3 enemies with each of 3 different area of effects. So as long as I get, I'm assuming, and I'm probably wrong, but as long as I attack 1 enemy at least 3 enemies with each of 3 different area of effect attacks. So like, could I just, if in the same scenario, is it legal if I get this one off, and this one off, and I just hit 1 enemy, a different enemy than the first enemy, and then a different enemy later than the first 2 enemies, does that count? Because I did 3 different area effect attacks and I attacked at least 3 enemies? Or are they saying that I need to literally hit 3 enemies?
Oh, yeah, because
on this, right?
Because Dragon's saying combined effort is not 3 enemies. And neither is Tip of the Spear, it's only 2.
Yeah, so this makes it even harder, right?
Which makes sense because these are supposed to be hard.
So the way it says 3 different area of effect attack abilities, I could just do this one 3 times in the same scenario, right? Does it mean a different, like this is an ability, this is the card name, but this is an ability. This ability, is it mean a different instance of the same ability, or actually like a physically different ability on a different piece of paper, you know? Man, that's crazy, right?
I don't know. I think this is many interpretations of this, but
yeah, this is not clear.
Double check maybe that. And
I'll look it up anyway, but
they are saying for mine, the FAQ for the Bone Shaper says that you do need to kill all of the scenario, all 15 in one scenario.
So you must have other ways of doing it then.
Jeez. Okay.
They're meant to be done later probably, right? Because how could you do your mastery on the first time playing a character? You're a master of the character already? Unless the first time playing the character, you had them started with them on like level 5 or something.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's weird to have a level 1 and you're doing a mastery.
I feel like we're not doing these until we're higher level.
But they're cool though.
Yeah.
This one's perform a banner summon ability on your first turn. Keep the banner alive and within range 3 of you for the entire scenario. But again, on the starter scenario, I couldn't have done this because they didn't even give me a banner card to play with.
Sorry, and my second mastery is, we only looked at the first one.
Play a summon action on your first turn. Have the summon kill at least 6 enemies and keep it alive for the entire scenario.
That could happen. This could happen. This could happen with my flying summon that has the 2 shields. It is possible with that one potentially.
As long as you're doing it early in the run, because enemies start getting harder and bigger and hit more as you level up.
And I have to do it as my first action, so I have to summon that one first. But there might be other summons that this is better suited for. But they are difficult.
But that one flies and can get away from you too, right?
Yeah. And also could die.
Yeah, these masteries do look super difficult.
But it's a fun challenge for sure.
Definitely
I like it. that is
It's just
added.
more options, right? It's just more stuff to work towards, and those who really want to who play like Frosthaven a lot, or just get it to the next level, or doing another run.
Yeah.
You know, these might be what you're doing to like spice it up, right?
Oh, in my attack modifier deck, you have to. Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something that there was.
You have to attack all 3 targets. It's in her modifier deck.
Yeah, there's another one. Where did it go that I saw?
Oh, is it? It's okay. We'll look
Okay.
at the stuff later.
Kyle says, "Hi, Rob and Mel. How's it going? First time catching you live. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
Kyle.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow now.
Yeah. I appreciate the help, everybody. I appreciate calling stuff out, clearing things out. It makes me feel more comfortable, though, for playing tomorrow than I would have if we didn't stream 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good help for both ways.
It's a good little refresher on the game just in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to wrap it up. Good 3+ hour stream just to play a tutorial scenario. Not bad. Set up our characters, talk about some rules, have some fun. Thank you, everybody. But tune in tomorrow. We have it scheduled. It is linked in the video description. Scenario 1, episode 2. Any of the future episodes you can find down in the video description. There's a playlist. Click the playlist if you're looking for other Gloomhaven playthroughs, digital, physical, Jaws of the Lion. All that stuff's linked down below. If you'd like to support the channel, again, we paid for this game. This is not paid stream. We're supported by you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thanks for all the super chats today, the members, the Patreons,
The gifted members,
the
thank you so much.
gifted memberships. Thank you so much for that support. I appreciate it. Links are down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, click the join button is another way to support the channel. But thank you to everyone scrolling up here, plus all the new ones today that I'll have to add to the credits. Thank you for supporting the channel. Much appreciated. Again, we'll be back tomorrow streaming, noon Eastern. I'm sure it'll be much longer. We're going to play a full scenario. We're going to do the first outpost phase. We're going to have some fun with a full hand of cards, full enemy decks, enemy abilities. It should be way more complicated. And yeah, we appreciate the help. Come along, play with us, help make decisions on polls, help make decisions on card choices, strategy, movement, all that stuff. And in the outpost phase, what are we doing? I don't know if there is many choices in the first one, but anyways, join us for that. Play along with us. Again, spoiler warning, of course. Thank you, everyone, spending time with us today. If you have any additional information, any comments, any rules, questions, goofs, anything like that, leave it down in the comments below. That will help other people learn from our mistakes in the future as we go. But again, if you have any recommendations, any tips, and we're still not too far in the future during the playthrough, leave them down below. We're going to try to play this game at least once, if not 2 to 3 times a week for the beginning. I just want to focus on this game right now. I want to get the rules down. I want to understand my character. I don't want to be jumping around between different board games for a little bit. Normally, we would be playing this big campaign game like this just once every weekend, and we'd be playing a different campaign game on the weeknights, and another campaign game, and maybe even a solo game in there, and all this other kind of stuff. But right now, it's all Frosthaven. I just want to clean the slate, focus on it. I say that, and I know there's publishers sending us other games that are going to show up this week.
Yeah.
Damn it. But I'm definitely not going to touch those for at least a couple weeks. But we're going to focus on Frosthaven, so we might be playing tomorrow. We're definitely playing tomorrow. Might play a couple nights during the week to get it going next weekend. So again, just stay tuned. You can always catch up on them in the playlist down below and see all the episodes there. And hit the like button. Anything else?
No, I think you covered everything. Thank you so much.
All right. But thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you in the next stream. And yeah, I'm hoping this will be a fun ride.
Oh, it will be. It will be.
Yeah. It's great to get a big beast game like this back to the table.
Yeah.
Or I guess to the table for the first time. But it's really just Gloomhaven again with a little bit more. But anyways,
A little bit ice.
you know what I mean. Yeah, the colder version. So yes, for the next couple of weeks, it's probably going to be a Frosthaven channel. I say that, but then always something shows up at the front door, and then I totally change and squirrel, and then get distracted. But yeah, so just letting you guys know that's the plan. I just want to focus on this for a little bit, but definitely not a Frosthaven channel. I'm not making tip videos and not pretending like it's the only board game I ever play. I'm not going that deep down the rabbit hole.
We're just excited. We got it, and we're excited to play it just like you guys.
Yeah, we spent hundreds of hours in Gloomhaven, spent lots of hours in Jaws of the Lion, spent hours and hours playing digital. I do love the Gloomhaven system, so yeah, I've been excited to play Frosthaven, and we're going to play it. We're going to play a bunch of it, so buckle in. And then maybe as we get forward, we'll slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so people can catch up and, play their own game and not get spoiled, but I'm a gamer just like you guys. I just want to play and experience the game. I'm really excited, so I kind of want to play more of it than once a week.
Yeah. It would also take us forever to finish it if we were playing once a week.
I'm okay if it takes forever to finish it.
Yeah, yeah, but
I just want to get in and see what's going on in the damn game.
Like, get it
I
going.
know it takes a little bit to start unlocking stuff in a Gloomhaven game.
Yeah.
As we know from playing before.
Yeah, because once we started unlocking like spoiler characters and that's when I think we slowed down last time.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next stream.
Bye.
Bye-bye.